the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh! Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast, episode 725.
Do it live!
725. 725.
How many now?
725.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're a quarter of the way to episode 2900.
That is accurate.
Good math
It's a
skills.
big episode.
Good math.
Good math skills.
It's going to be a big episode.
Yeah? They're all big episodes here.
That's
Never any throwaways.
Oh, yeah. Except last episode. That one was fucking no, it was great.
So, few quick things I want to mention. Brave browser. If you use the Brave browser, please send us your bats. There's bats sitting around. If you haven't sent us bats in a while, there's probably some sitting around. So please do us a solid. Click the triangle up towards the top of the screen and send us your basic attention tokens. It really helps support the show, and it costs you nothing. All you have to do is use a browser, which is free anyway. And if you don't have the browser, what the fuck is wrong with you? Use the link in the description and download the browser. Do it. And then send us your bats every month. What else? What else?
Those bats.
Yes. You know what? When this browser was brought to me, just like as a concept, I didn't know what I thought. I was like, this cannot be real. But it literally, we get paid every month because people use a browser. It's the craziest
Pretty
thing.
good deal.
Not only is it real, it's effective.
Yeah, the browser is better than any other. It's my main browser now.
Nice.
I have so many, you have so many accounts, and maybe you'll have a few different browsers with things logged into each one. So I use multiple browsers for that, but I use Brave for most things because it's not as buggy. Like there's been times where I've tried to log into accounts or play a video on Chrome and it won't play for some weird reason, and you delete the cache and clear the cookies and all that trash, and it still won't work. And then you just go to Brave and it works. So also, actual maniacs.
Yes.
Actual maniacs.
As you can tell, Ben and I are going to be the first two you will receive when you sign up as a $25 patron. You get all the other bonus stuff, and you'll get toys every month now. I'll be the first month, so you want to get in now. You don't want to miss that now. And then Ben will be the second month. And Wallace will not be given out at this point in time.
These are absolutely limited. You don't know what you're talking about. Shut up.
I don't like
you and your petty vendetta against inanimate objects. No, these are limited edition. I cannot guarantee that they'll be made again. So sign up now to get the first one. If you sign up before the end of May, you'll get the first one. It's going to be the Billy one. If you sign up before the end of June, you'll get the BENPAI one, and then a new one each month following that for the next 12 months. There will be 12 original figures in the first run of it. And pretty soon I'm going to put up a poll and ask people who they want to see figures of. I mean, the likeness of any person living or dead is purely coincidental, though.
Yeah.
Is what I'll say.
Yeah. Unless they agree to it.
Yeah, I think Scott just agreed to it by pointing
Yeah,
at
that was
himself.
a verbal agreement.
That was tacit agreement.
That was, yeah.
Oh, God. Well, I got this logo for it that I'm really excited about because it mimics the old muscle figure logo. Oh, you guys can't see it because it's covered up.
We can't
Hold on.
see it.
There it is. There it is.
The actual
Nice.
maniacs.
Yes.
Why is the M holding like an ice cream cone or a microphone?
Yeah, that's what
or
that
something?
is.
What is that?
That's exactly what that is. Of course, you would think it's food.
Oh, it's a tampon, huh? The blood on the end
It's
there?
a used tampon.
Yeah,
Yep,
that
that's
makes
it.
sense. With the applicator attached. That's actual mania right there.
It is.
When you just have a talking tampon in your logo. It's pretty sweet.
The what? They don't all talk?
They don't all listen is the problem I found.
They don't all listen.
They don't all listen.
Yeah, especially when you've already told them twice.
That's why they're bloody, right?
Oh, God.
Told him twice, 2 black eyes.
I want to show you guys something that I'm insanely happy about.
Keep it in your pants, Ben.
I want
Easy.
to thank all of our new patrons. We have a ton of new patrons. I just want to show you because we have ending credits at the end of every episode. I just updated them today.
Yeah.
This was the ending credits for last month, for April. Okay? And this is the ending credits for this month, for May.
Whoa.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is awesome. You guys gave us so many more donations that now your names are harder to read. I love it. I love
More
You know what? The
donors,
font-
the smaller the font. That is our
No.
promise to you.
I promised you that the font has not changed.
Really?
I just made more rows.
Damn it.
The font did not
Oh,
get.
it's one of those
Damn it.
optical illusions like,
Damn
oh,
it.
is this square darker than this square? Oh,
Right.
actually, they're the same.
You're such a giving leader, Ben. You didn't even shrink these names.
I did not shrink
I
them.
would have shrunk them.
One of your donors is Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
The Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, he's a big fan
Cool.
of dick jokes.
That's actually probably true.
I only signed on for March of the Penguins because I thought it was about a parade of dicks. He narrated that film, you know, March of the Penguins. Morgan
I
Freeman
see.
narrated it.
My dick is mostly black with white in the middle, so I call it the Penguin. So I thought it was March of the Penguins.
My dick was hung like Andy Dufresne. Well, and did Andy kill himself or did he kill himself? Who was the one that killed themselves? Was it? Oh, it was the fucking
Neither.
guy. Yeah, the old guy.
Yeah, they're both good at the end.
Yeah, that
Spoilers.
sucks. I was
Spoilers
hoping one
for
of them would die.
1994, guys.
Yeah, if you were gonna watch any movie in 1994, you know it was gonna be Forrest Gump. But if you were gonna watch 2 movies in 1994, it was gonna be Forrest Gump and Hudsucker Proxy.
Damn, did Tim Robbins do Hudsucker and Shawshank?
I don't think
in
it
the
was
same year?
94. I was just
It's
being
close, though.
I was being a
It's
dickhead.
very close to that.
I was being a dickhead.
They're probably back. They are probably back to back years though. So not bad, Tim Robbins. Guys, shout out to Tim Robbins. Pretty good.
Yeah, fucking Susan Sarandon all these years.
Fucking Susan Sarandon all these
That's
years.
good. That's a good thing to do, Tim Robbins.
Yeah.
She survived the aliens. He survived loving a strong, independent woman.
When you say she survived the
He
aliens,
survived the aliens.
are you
Please
referring to Dr.
elaborate.
Frankenfurter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Because Susan
Was not
Sarandon,
sure.
she was in Aliens, right?
No.
No.
Sigourney Weaver.
Oh,
She was in Rocky
same-
Horror Picture Show.
Same person.
Same person.
Alec Baldwin was in that too, right?
I keep
Yeah.
thinking I need to stop Billy from talking about this shit because he's just gonna keep saying dumb shit. Like,
No.
yeah.
It's a cavalcade of awesome.
No.
Yeah. Susan Weaver. You know, Hugo Weaving's daughter is she's like the new Sigourney Weaver. She's in all these badass chick-led films.
Is her name Sigourney? Is she Sigourney Weaving?
She's got the same initials, right? She's Samantha Weaving.
Okay.
So she's the new, and both their middle names start with J. They're the SJWs that we can all agree with.
Finally, some SJWs that aren't reprehensible.
Yeah, it's not bad. Ben, have you ever seen Shock Treatment?
Yes.
What is that?
It's the horrible honorary sequel to Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, wow.
But it
I
doesn't.
don't think I knew that existed.
Yeah, I'll show it to you. I think Richard O'Brien, the guy who played Riff Raff, who created Rocky Horror Picture Show, I think he might be the only actor that's in both of them.
He created it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. And he was also in the 90s. He kind of made a small comeback too. He was in Dark City.
And Forrest Gump.
Was he
and
in Forrest
Shawshank
Gump?
Redemption. Oh yeah,
Richard O'Brien.
Yeah, he had a
was?
big 1994. Pulp Fiction, Forrest Gump, Shawshank Redemption.
He was in the Spice
he went
Girls
nuts in
movie, too.
1994. He was in none of those things I just said, by the way.
Oh, I didn't think so.
Sorry.
Yeah, Shock Treatment.
1981. Interesting.
From the creators of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Trust me, I'm a doctor. Good. Yeah, this doesn't appeal to me at all.
It was awful. It's awful. It's really awful. Like, Rocky Horror Picture Show, in many ways, is an awful movie that's good. And this is just an awful movie that's awful.
Little Nell is in it, though.
Oh, you know what? She was also in the original.
Yeah, Little Nell goes deep.
Well, she was Columbia in the original.
She's Nurse Anne Salong in this.
Yeah. So no Susan Sarandon, no Barry Bostwick, no Tim Curry.
No Meatloaf.
Yeah. All of the big names from the original movie. They don't have it. Yeah, Richard O'Brien. Oh, he's still alive. Wow.
Only 78.
He's pretty old. I wanted to see a quick list of what he was in. A lot of them are movies we probably...
Phineas and Ferb. Dungeons and Dragons, the 2000 Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh my God.
With Marlon Wayans, right?
Nice. Very
Dark
nice.
City.
Dark City is a good movie. I liked it. I liked
City's
it,
good.
like the film noir kind of look to it.
Yeah, it was cool. And Spice World, as you said.
Yep. Yeah, he kind of made... I think he was riding high from, he probably gets a cut from all the theaters around the world that play Rocky Horror Picture Show once a week at midnight.
He probably makes a couple bucks off that flick.
Well, that was like the business model that now, Tommy Wiseau and others like him are kind of reviving,
Yeah.
Before it was just like, oh, you made this movie that's kind of bad, but people like it. And people like to participate along.
I think
while
I got
watching
one
it.
of those in me.
The first time I ever went
You have The Room in you?
I think so, yeah. Or a Rocky
you got
Horror.
something in you.
I got something. I could make a really good movie that people would be like, a really bad movie that people would love, I think.
Worth a try.
I'm going to try. It's going to be good. Or bad. But good and bad.
Yeah.
I think. How about you, Ben? Do you have a really bad movie in you?
No, I don't think I'm going to make...
what do you have in you?
Yeah.
I don't know. Coffee, which I'm drinking right now.
Black?
Right.
No.
How do you prepare your coffee?
Dude, fuck you.
What? Are these too personal?
I am not letting you...
Are these questions too personal, Ben?
I'm not letting you lead this conversation because we're just going to be talking about nonsense for 2 hours.
Yeah, for those of you that would like to know how Ben likes his coffee, we're going to probably need a dono of $20 or above because I'm not allowed to ask.
I don't know. It's like it has cream in it.
Okay.
How do you prepare your coffee? Fuck you.
Yeah. That was nice.
I saw this today. It kind of made me laugh. So Steve Austin posted a picture of him wearing his coronavirus mask.
Roll Tide.
Yeah, I don't know. Why is he a Tide fan? Bandwagon.
I guess they're good, aren't they?
Yes, they are good. They're usually ranked among the top 4 teams in the country every year.
There you go. Roll Tide. And their state has great politics. So
yeah, if you like having sex with your sister.
Or if you don't ever want to have an abortion ever.
Which is crazy because I think if I got my sister pregnant, I'd want to kill it.
Of course.
So I'm looking at this mask. Yeah. Maybe Steve is in an area that's anti-Roll Tide, and this perpetuates social distancing. People see the Roll Tide and they walk away. Like
it's such a
trying to get heat.
Yeah,
I don't think so. Well, I'm pretty sure he lives in Los Angeles. And I don't know. It's a popular team. The funny thing is that people that follow him were making these comments.
The mask goes against your reputation.
Strip off the communism.
Yeah, the communism. I didn't know the Crimson Tide meant the crimson was red as in communist.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know. No, there's a lot of people that have this conspiracy theory that the virus is fake and it's all communism trying to control us.
I like Austin's response.
Shut up, dude.
Shut up, dude.
I like responding to people that don't deserve attention. I like it. I wish I was as big as Steve Austin so that I could do that more often. I get to do it like 4 or 5 times a week.
Yeah, you probably get to do it sometimes.
Yeah, a little bit.
Right.
But I would love to hit somebody with a shut up, dude. If you guys are on Twitter right now, tweet something stupid at me. Go ahead.
Say some dumb shit to me.
Don't do the shut up, dude. Just do the fuck you like I just did.
Yeah, ask me how I like my coffee, guys, so I can tell you to fuck off.
Fuck you. It's a microaggression.
That was macro.
No, yours was asking me how I like my coffee.
Was it?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think Bill can do anything micro.
Yeah.
I think even Bill's subtleties are macro.
Yeah. Even my micro penis is macro.
Even your micro penis is a regular sized penis.
Yeah. I'm doing it all wrong. How do you like your eggs? Is that what Fixed Soul asked? Eggs? I like my eggs hard boiled.
Fertilized.
I eat more hard-boiled eggs these days than otherwise, but if I'm at a restaurant, I order them usually sunny side up or scrambled, depending on whether or not I have something dippable in the egg. If it's not dippable, I go scrambled. If I have something dippable on my plate, I'll go sunny side up.
I go scrambled or over hard, and people have called me a monster for that.
Yeah, you're the person that told me ordering a steak anything other than rare is
I did.
It's terrible. So
The
I don't
opposite with eggs.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I like eggs well done, steak rare.
I feel like that's fundamentally screwed up. Like you're doing something wrong there.
I don't like my food runny.
True.
I like solid food.
Okay.
I don't eat food for babies.
I do.
I'm a man.
I'm not.
I eat man food. Hard egg, bleeding steak.
Yeah, I do like a bloody steak. You like medium rare, right, Ben? Ben is so mad right now.
Fuck you. How do you like your steak prepared?
Yeah. I'm like, hey, you know what would not get us demonetized if we just kind of have nice, wholesome talk today?
I mean,
what the fuck are you talking about? You already have talked about penises. You always get your penis quota in within like.
Talk about micro. That's not.
No. He literally was like dick jokes. They like dick jokes. So no, don't pretend like
that was meta.
It's true.
That was meta. We're going to have a moment of silence. This is for everybody who's suffering right now. From
Ben collect his rage.
Anybody who's suffering from anything, COVID or boredom, or if your favorite...
Whoever said medium to medium well in the chat, please leave. I will personally refund any money you've ever donated.
Yeah, I would like, you know what?
Out.
Okay, yes, I'm taking control now. Everyone, please like the stream. If you could please subscribe. What? Can I start the show? Am I allowed to? Can I like talk about something other than Billy the Fridge and how cool he is?
And I got a what?
It was implied. He could. I feel like you spent enough time together that he can hear your thoughts.
I
now,
can.
And he did not like what he heard.
When I say something, I know he's going to come back with, how do you know it's really like that? Maybe it's actually this way that you don't realize. It doesn't matter what I'm talking about. And he'll get this little smirk looking at me like that all the fucking time. So anyway.
This is a weird conspiracy theory.
I'm going to move on.
I blame communism.
Unless you want to tell us how you prefer other types of food really quick before we move on. No, that was sarcastic.
I like my chicken rare too.
Ugh.
If pizza has been refrigerated, I prefer to keep it cold. I don't prefer to reheat my pizza. I don't know if that's wrong.
That's okay. I'll allow it. Okay. But watch yourself, counselor.
Yeah, just, little things. The little things.
He called me sir. It got me so fuming angry.
People are discriminating against wolves.
Wow.
They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
So there was some kind of outage with YouTube earlier, and
I heard that YouTube went down. People were freaking out.
yeah, there was a lot of that. Wow, why is it all... Oh, I know why.
Uh-oh.
My bad.
Oh, I know why, because I fucked it up. That's why.
We like our show black, not our
switched-
coffee.
Classic.
I switched to
Guys,
the wrong...
did YouTube is
screen.
YouTube down again? Oh no, it's over. No more
Uh-oh.
show. Show's canceled.
YouTube's done.
I switched
Oh,
to
we're
the...
back.
So yeah, YouTube was down earlier, and I don't think notifications for this stream got sent out. If you guys
Oh shit.
haven't already liked the stream, liking the stream usually pushes us up in the recommendations. So all of you watching right now, if you can give us a like, that would be cool. We're going to move on to the first thing that we have here. We have these commercials. As many of you might have heard, we are adding a new branch to the United States military known as the Space Force.
Space Force.
And there are actual Space Force recruitment ads that are out there now, and here's one of them.
Some people look to the stars and ask, what if? Our job is to have an answer. We have to imagine what will be imagined. Plan for what's possible while it's still impossible. Maybe you weren't put here just to ask the questions. Maybe you were put here.
How about we look at the star that's closest to our planet and go, what if that fucking thing burns us alive?
That's a thought.
What
prefer
if,
to
though? We
ignore
can't
it.
stop it.
Yes, we can. That's the part of the whole climate change thing. Unless you're saying climate change is irreversible.
I'm saying it's a myth.
I'm pretty sure it's a conspiracy brought on by international communism.
Be the answer. Maybe your purpose on this planet isn't on this planet.
Maybe you should get the fuck off this planet. That's what I'm hearing.
Today's report.
Oh shit! Hold on. Here, I had another one. Let me pull it up really quick.
Who do you think they'll be recruiting? Like stormtrooper level people, or do you think this is like is this video for like the next Buzz Aldrin?
It's for they'll probably recruit from within the Air Force at first, because people who have experience with that sort of like operating aircraft can usually adapt to space better.
This is probably more of like propaganda to get people behind the Space Force in general.
I mean, what's it for, though? You haven't sent anyone to the moon since 1972. Like, what are we doing?
Well, you know what? They are going to actually. Just recently, they announced that I think like next year they're going to launch to the moon again.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Today's report
this is the video.
For the creation of a new unified combatant command for space.
What the look? They're making it look like Starship Troopers or something now.
We're gonna go kill some space bugs.
Oh my God! We have giant spacecraft hovering above.
This is how the Empire looked in Star Wars, by the way. This is not modeled after the Rebels.
More like the the Empire than the Alliance.
Yeah. At least we're being honest with ourselves.
This new command
bad
structure,
guys.
Yeah,
for the physical domain of space,
the fucking
led by a
Taliban is basically Tusken Raiders and Jawas.
flag officer, will establish unified command and control.
That guy just looks evil.
Yes, this looks like fucking
looks
Grand
like
Moff
one of the
Tarkin.
fucking... Yeah.
Del Rio.
For our Space Force operations. Ensure integration across the military and develop the space
God damn it.
warfighting.
I think these are sci-fi clips that were like spliced in.
Techniques and procedures
I hope so.
of the future. The second step
Pence does look-
this report calls for is the creation
He
of an
does look
elite
like
group of
he
joint
could be on the
warfighters
Empire side,
specializing
too.
in the
Yeah, I think the first one was an actual one, and this is just fanfic.
This
or
is
something.
Spartan 3 class.
who will form the backbone of the nation's newest armed service.
But I like this one
Space
better.
Operations Force. Just like our special operations forces, a space operations force will draw men and women from across the military and will grow into their own unique and cohesive community. They'll support the combatant commands by providing space expertise in times of crisis and conflict. Third, this report calls for the creation of a new joint organization, the Space Development Agency, that will ensure the men and women of the Space Force have the cutting-edge warfighting capabilities that they need and deserve. And now, we must do our part to make bold breakthroughs.
Okay, yeah.
You know how the cantina scene in Star Wars had all those... They had all those fantastical Jim Henson looking like characters in there? If we...
Yeah, my dad.
They were looking like Jim Henson?
Well, like Jim Henson like created them.
Yeah, you know how they all look like... You know how all the Muppets look like Jim Henson?
any of them in a rock band do. If you look at all of that then, and you fast forward to now... with all like the trans community and the pan and the colored hair and the big fat blob humans that are out there with like rings and shit in their face. You take somebody from 1977 and you fast forward them to like a bar in a very progressive area, they're going to feel like they're walking into somewhere stranger than the cantina.
So George Lucas was very prescient with his portrayal of the cantina scene. Yeah, I agree.
He knew
he's like, this is going to be a bunch of trans people in Portland in 2020.
He could see where things changed when he made American Graffiti, and so he reverse engineered that into Star Wars Cantina. He knew where it was going to go.
He's very good.
He's genius.
He's a very good director.
He was until he had grandkids. Then he wanted to make Jar Jar Binks their favorite fucking toy.
And to his credit, it worked. His grandkids love it.
Yeah, they also collect Gollywog apparel from the 1920s. It's fucked up, but I don't know if that's true. That might just be an assumption.
I think it's an accurate one.
This is the Space Force logo here?
Probably just made up by someone.
That's got to be fan. That's got to be fan made.
Yeah, it looks like it could be a logo for an XFL team.
So
the Louisville, the Louisville Space Force.
So it's called
the XFL 2021.
The Artemis mission is actually the return to the moon, and it's scheduled for 2024.
We'll see.
This is from NASA's website.
NASA are inveterate liars. NASA's the one who told us about climate change and see how that worked out. It's bad.
Yeah. Those things are bad. Here's goats invading a neighborhood in California.
Okay.
Yes.
Now this is where a pervert army would come in handy.
Yes. We have to mobilize the pervert army. So feels like go.
They're eating bushes and shrubbery and flowers.
Who started this herd?
I think I have a news story about it. We'll take a look at in a minute.
All those poo-poos in the street?
Yep.
Oh no!
One very lucky goat.
They drop them like little pellets everywhere.
Yeah.
Where is the shit? Where is it? Here it is.
200 goats invade California suburb, flagrantly disregarding social distancing guidelines.
Flagrantly.
Because 2020 couldn't get any weirder, residents in San Jose, California came face to face with about 200 goats wandering through their neighborhood Tuesday evening. The scene, which looked like some bizarre version of the first few minutes of Dawn of the Dead, was captured on video by new local hero Zach Rowlands. Who the fuck is he local hero? This is the craziest thing to happen all quarantine, he wrote in a tweet sharing the footage.
He's Kelly's brother, so he's already kind of famous.
True.
They throw around the hero label way too much.
Yeah. In an interview with USA Today Wednesday, Rowland explained the goats were usually fenced off on a hill behind his home for a few days every year. They are brought in to clear out the dead grass in the area, which is prone to fires, but apparently the grass wasn't good enough for these highfalutin goats, and they somehow managed to make a break for it yesterday evening to rummage for snacks in his neighbor's backyard. They jumped up and broke through the fence, he told the outlet. Eventually, they escaped into the street and started eating all the plants in everyone's front yard. The goats made a mess in a few yards, but it reportedly only took a few minutes to wrangle them up. The goats are actually pretty scared of humans, it seemed like, Rollins explained. And while no one was apparently hurt, one Twitter user was right to point out just how dangerous this incident could have become. This is literally how Mufasa died. This is literally...
I don't think it was goats that trampled Mufasa, was it? It was like
caribou
or something, right?
It was sure not goats.
Yeah, and I want to say, where the fuck was Scar to push Mufasa? You can't put it on those antelopes. It was Scar that killed Mufasa. The hyenas made the motherfuckers run. That's like saying a gun killed somebody. A gun doesn't kill anybody. Scar, motherfucker. Unless Scar is in, was it San Jose?
I love tying in the Lion King to your Second Amendment rights. Hey, guns don't kill anyone, man.
Guns don't kill
That's
people.
why we need guns.
Scar kill people.
So Jeff Bezos is getting so rich off of Amazon's profiting off of the coronavirus that he may become the world's first trillionaire. Like individual trillionaire.
That's really a lot of money.
That's cool. I'm really proud of him for all he's done. Get my fucking next day shipping back, though, Bezos. You don't deserve this mound of wealth if I have to wait 12 days for a scented man candle.
I was going to say, I'm ordering shit on Prime for like 2-week shipping.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, you got millions, trillions of dollars, and I can't get my fucking man candle tomorrow? Eat shit. The rich need to be fucking eaten. Amazon founder and CEO Jeff Bezos is projected to become the world's first trillionaire. That's according to Capri Sun, a company which allows small to medium-sized firms to compare different business products.
It's not comparison, not Capri Sun.
Huh.
That was artistic.
The little juice bags.
Yeah. The projection shows Bezos reaching trillionaire status by 2026. That's pretty quick, actually.
Yes. Yeah, especially since he lost like 30% in his divorce, and he's already made that back.
The great white buffalo
I love
told
that
Mufasa happy sweet boy day.
Thank you.
Happy sweet boy day. Majorly awesome.
What were you saying?
I love that the richest woman in the world is Jeff Bezos' ex-wife.
Yes!
That rules.
And even after that,
how do you do it? Marry a man.
Well, even after he made her the richest woman in the world, he was still the richest man in the world, even after giving up all that money to her.
Yeah. And she's actually not the richest woman in the world anymore because she spent it all on shoes.
Damn it. She should have known better. And now the richest man in the world is the guy who sold her the shoes.
Exactly.
Jeff Bezos. She bought him off Amazon.
Or Gabbana. I'm not sure which, but one of them is now the richest man in the world.
It's either Dolce or Gabbana or Siegfried or Roy. I can't tell.
R.I.P. Roy, guys. We lost him.
We lost a good Tiger Man today.
A good Tiger Man.
Or yesterday or 3 weeks ago. I don't know when the fuck he died.
Who knows? Time doesn't mean anything anymore.
Never did. The company said their projection is based on taking the average percentage of yearly growth over the past 5 years and applying it to future years. As of Thursday, Bezos' net worth was estimated at $143 billion, the I love you number, according to Bloomberg's Billionaires Index, which tracks the worth of the world's richest people daily.
How's that I love you number?
143.
1 letter, 4 letters, 3 letters.
Yeah. I is the 1, love is the 4, and 3 is the U, because Y-O-U. It's
also, I fuck men works for that as well.
Yeah. Universally, though, when people had pagers, they would text each other 143 to say I love you. That was where I first came about the number. But I believe it was predated that. Compared to last year, Bezos' worth has surged by more than $28 billion. Amid the ongoing coronavirus pandemic, Amazon has continued to thrive as more people turn to online shopping. You know what's crazy? I read on Facebook today that when Jeff Bezos gets his $1 trillion, he could give every American $1 million, and it wouldn't even.
It wouldn't, but it actually would be bad for the economy if everyone had $1 million, the value of $1 million would be
it would just
almost nothing.
Inflation would be insane.
Well,
But
he couldn't give everybody $1 million. No, you can't.
I don't agree with the math on that.
It's not right math.
I'm just saying theoretically, even if that was possible, if everyone was a millionaire would be shit. Like having $1 million would mean nothing.
Yeah, that's why
$1 million would be the new having $10.
That's why everybody should have $70,000, and then they can work their way up from there. But yeah, people have been passing this meme around where Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos could give everybody in America literally $1 million, and they could just do it. And it's like people keep like liking it and sharing it, and then I'll read the comments and there'll be like one person that's like, I don't think the math adds up right. No shit, because the entire post was a fucking troll to fuck with people who say that rich people should give away their wealth. And it's all fucking baiting, but I just like that a lot because there's always people, wait a second, the math doesn't add up. It doesn't add up because
that
it's
reminded
troll.
me that reminded me of something stupid John McCain said when he was president. He was like, I wish everyone could be a millionaire. And I'm just like, if everyone was a millionaire,
it wouldn't matter.
Shit would be fucked up. Because like,
did you say when he was president? Did I miss something?
No, when he was running for president.
Okay.
yeah. Because like, who's gonna work for? Like, I've already got $1 million. Now I'm like lower middle class as a millionaire. Yeah. What are you gonna pay me an hour to work for you? I've already got $1 million. What's my new wage? You know,
$13 an hour.
Yeah. What?
But then, when you make that money and you just give it all to Jeff Bezos, that doesn't help either.
What if we all had no money and we all gave our money to Jeff Bezos? Then I feel like that would be better for the economy.
Yeah. Because then if you had $1, you'd be fucking
if we just put Bezos in charge of all the money and we're like, you take care of it. You seem to be good at this. It's all yours. We'll just hang out.
And he just like, you just pick out what you want in your Amazon cart. And as long as you're not like, there'll be an algorithm to see if you're being greedy, right?
Yeah, be reasonable.
Yeah, honor system.
Behave yourself.
He looks like a spy movie villain. He's even got like the wonky
Mark Strong, Stanley Tucci.
Yeah, a lot of Tucci. Like Stanley Tucci will play him when the inevitable movie comes out.
There's him in the X, and then there's him in his new one. I think that's the new one.
Dear, her face.
Yeah, there's some plastic surgery there. She's had some work done.
I'm so fascinated with plastic surgery that makes you look worse than if you didn't.
A lot of the times it does. A lot of the times it does, though.
It's fascinating.
Yeah, well, I think it's some kind of dysmorphia. Like, do you remember what Joan Rivers looked like before she died? She looked like a Muppet.
Yeah, and like Meg Ryan.
Yeah. How much do you? I think Renee Zellweger had some weird botch plastic.
Had lots.
Who's the one guy that like he used to be really good looking and now he looks crazy? Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke.
Yeah. Yeah. What the hell? How much you want to bet she chose that suit jacket for him?
I don't know. Does anyone choose anything for Jeff Bezos?
I mean, he probably has a stylist or something, right?
Yeah. Actually, yeah, he's probably making zero day-to-day decisions and just doing more important things.
Like her?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, she looks like she's made out of plastic. Her face looks like it wants to resemble something attractive, but it's been like rearranged.
But it didn't pan out. She looks like she has someone else's mouth.
Here he is with the Saudi crown prince. Man.
Nice.
Yeah, like, to act like you're a fan of Western society in general, but then you're, like, cozying up to someone like this dude, there's seriously a problem. A fucking absolute monarch, theocratic dictator in a place where women just earned the right to drive cars last year. It's so fucked up how morality is subjective when money is involved.
Yeah.
And you've got like a literal bloodthirsty dictator who kills journalists and shit. And everyone's like, what? You know, there are allies.
Yeah.
It's wild. Think about that. Women got the right to drive there last year. Like, women have been driving in America since 1987.
That was a good year.
Good year.
That was a good year
also,
for
the
women.
tires were a good year.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, did they already make a Dark Side of the Ring on the wrestlers that got stranded in Saudi Arabia?
I haven't heard about it.
They need to.
They should.
Most of those guys are under contract.
I heard there's a loss.
I was gonna say that it may have to wait a while until they do, but I want to know that whole fucking story.
I heard there's a lawsuit. So if it does go to court, then you'll hear it. It'll be public record. True. Yeah.
My favorite thing about the story, besides the fact that it happened, like they were literally held hostage for like 24 hours in Saudi Arabia. But the best thing about it is to save face after the fact. Like 3 days later, WWE announced a new deal with Saudi Arabia, and it was the same deal they already had in place. Like it was literally not a deal. It was great. And I was mad that because so much of the rest of the story got the publicity that didn't, but that was what actually annoyed me the most. Like this big like press release, public announcement, new deal for 10 years that was already a deal for 10 years. I got really mad at that for some reason.
Yeah I will say Vince McMahon has some serious balls to like go against the king or the crown prince of Saudi Arabia while he's in Saudi Arabia. Like,
yeah, respect.
Yeah. Could you imagine if they postured up at each other enough and then like Vince McMahon just got his head chopped off or something?
Yeah, they just murdered him.
Right.
You think Trump would go to war?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
That's his boy.
Ooh, if
you don't think the Saudis are his boys?
Billionaire on Saudi soil, that would really be something.
Yeah.
I'd like to see how it played out at the very least.
Somebody who Trump follows on Twitter, right? Trump didn't follow the fucking journalists.
You think Twitter matters way more than it actually does?
I don't know, Ben.
Oh, I know.
I think you don't think it matters as much as it actually does.
Huh?
I think you look down on Twitter. I think you sit there in your high tower. You stare down at all the ats and replies and you think, I don't need to talk in 280 characters. I can speak for hours on my own podcast. And I'm like, yeah, Ben, the president's on Twitter. He's not on this podcast.
Well, you do make a good point.
Thank you.
Does he?
Twitter must be more important than this podcast because the president's on one of them.
We should get the president on this podcast.
You should get the president on
I don't
the
think
podcast.
that's going to happen.
The difference between the new Saudi deal and the old one was one pay-per-view.
Oh, did they add one pay-per-view to the 10-year deal? Sweet. I love it.
They pretty much gave them a free pay-per-view to make up for the fact they were pissed about the one they held them over with.
I love that. I think it was not the hostage one but the one before was like a week after they murdered that Saudi guy on American soil, and every company in the world besides WWE was, maybe we should cool it with the Saudis for a second. Vince is like, we're doing it.
Yeah.
One last thing I'll point out before we move on from Bezos and Amazon is that Amazon warehouses have some of the worst working conditions in the United States. Yeah. And people have literally died and not been found for several hours in these warehouses before. And like their breaks, they'll give you a 10-minute break, but it takes longer than 10 minutes to get to the bathroom and back.
To walk to the bathroom.
Yeah, because of all the security checkpoints and how big the warehouse is and everything. So people are pissing in bottles that work at an Amazon warehouse because if you are late on your break, then you're fucked. You know? I worked in a call center environment that was kind of like that, where like every minute you were there was accounted for, and if you were like 1 minute over your break, you were in trouble. You know? So
I could never do that. My last like day job, I took regular naps, and that's the kind of job I need.
I have a weak bladder and I have to pee all the time. So, and I even got a urologist to write a letter to my boss at the call center at the time, telling them that
to whom it may concern, Ben has the peas.
Exactly.
Please excuse him.
Exactly. And you know what they did? They made me clock out for the day every time I had to go to the bathroom and then clock back in. So like
just to make sure that they were never paying you
to pee. Yep. Never get paid to pee. Or anything like that. Yeah, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
But I had like a literal workplace accommodation. It's like a federal law. You know, if you need any type of reasonable accommodation at work, then they have to give it to you. But yeah, it's working for a huge corporation it's always like that. And they know that people are desperate to find jobs, so they know they can treat you like shit and you'll quit eventually. They'll just hire someone new.
And someone even more desperate than you.
Right, and they'll pay them less.
It carries on.
Oh, I worked at this place for almost a decade, and by the end of my time working there, I was making more than a manager. I was still like on the phones, but I was making more than the salaried employees because I was getting a raise every year for like 8 or 9 years in a row.
Huh.
But
just because they never expected anyone to work there that long,
right? Well, yeah, very few people do. But the thing is that you are marked for death when you're someone at that level making that much money. Like 3 or 4 times the amount that a new hire would make there. They try to find any reason they can to like fire you.
Of course,
be like, oh, your hold time's too long. They'll pull some like statistic out of their ass that they never mention to anybody else. They'll mention it to the person making like 3 or 4 times the amount of money as a new hire. It's bullshit how they're allowed to do that.
Yeah.
All right, here's check this out. So some people, and I have heard anecdotal stories of this, that there are actually some people that are laid off because of coronavirus that are making more money now with unemployment than they were making before.
Oh, yeah.
How does that? How would you be making more in unemployment than working? Because isn't unemployment a fraction of what you were getting paid to work?
I'll explain it. The federal government just passed a law when this started that tax on an extra $600 a week on top of what you already qualify for unemployment. So you could qualify for $1 of normal unemployment, and you're going to get $601 a week for that.
A week? So everyone's getting an extra $2,400 a month?
Yeah.
Yes.
On unemployment.
If you're unemployed, yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts. Wow.
And another thing they did here, because normally in the States, if you're self-employed, you can't get unemployment, but now they're letting self-employed people get unemployment too.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyone watching this right now, if you are making less money, if you're getting less hours right now and your hours have been cut due to coronavirus, you should apply for employment because you almost definitely qualify. If your hours have been
whatever
cut.
your unemployment is, plus another $2,400.
Right.
That's fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't go back to work either. Fuck that.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, Baltimore restaurant owner. A Baltimore restaurant owner said Tuesday that she can't get employees to return to work because they make more in unemployment benefits than in working for her business. Melanie Wagner, who owns Charles Village Pub in Baltimore, said her employees would prefer to continue collecting unemployment than to come to work as they make more money staying home, according to a report by Fox 5 News. They don't want to come back to work, and I don't really want a restaurant full of unhappy employees, Wagner told the TV station. They don't want to because it is less money. I'm not even angry or upset with them. I understand. Why would you want to come back and actually work and make half as much money or 2/3 as much money and you're working?
Someone just said you have to be laid off to get unemployment. No, that's not true. That's not true. Right now, all you have to do is have a decrease in your hours.
Decrease, right? Yeah.
Yeah. There are people that used to work full time that are now working part time as essential employees. Like we have, like a supermarket that's normally 24 hours a day is now only open for 12 hours a day. There's a lot of people, because supermarkets are still essential, their hours were cut in half because of that. But so now they're still working, but they're also on top of that getting unemployment. Check it out. It's happening. Tons of people are doing it. Thank you, Hushed Bunny Von Octopi. It's quite a name. Yeah. Thank you. You're going to get an actual maniac. They're going to be shipped out next month. Right. Yep. Make sure you give us everyone that signed up for that. We need your shipping address. Put your shipping address in with your pledge on Patreon, please. Anyway,
and don't put them in your butt.
We don't condone
unless
that.
You're sure it's going to work.
Yeah. Even then, we don't condone that.
No.
We don't.
But
if you're gonna.
The
increase in unemployment totals is a key provision in the CARES Act, a coronavirus relief bill implemented to help struggling Americans in the midst of the pandemic. Yeah, so people don't want to go back to work. Interesting.
I didn't know it was that much bonus. That's surprisingly good.
Yeah, and like you can backdate it back to like when it started, so mid-April. So if you apply for it now and you get it, they'll backdate it all the way to mid-April, so you'll get a lump sum all in 1 week.
Yeah. It's shockingly good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, really bums me out that this was an essential podcast. Could have been making $6,000 a month jacking off. Damn it. But it's okay. We're all in this together, guys. We're all in this together. We're all in this together, guys.
All right, the same person that was wrong before. You're not allowed to sit on unemployment and do nothing. You have to actively look for work. Actually, that's another thing that they've waived this time. You don't have to actively seek work. You can't like turn it down if you're offered it by your regular employer. But no, it's not like normal unemployment where you have to show them I filled out a job application this week.
We're in pandemic
You don't
rules.
have to do that. The rules have changed. Look it up.
Pandemic rules are fucking sweet.
Yeah, basically anybody...
You guys should hope for this pandemic to go on forever.
I mean, kinda. We need a new normal. The new normal should be $2,400 a month to anybody poor and anybody rich.
$2,400 a month, and we don't have to leave the house.
It seems like people don't understand how the rules have changed. Like... How can you actively look for work when they're telling you to stay home? How can you actively look for work when people are getting laid off? Why would that be a rule right now? It would be pointless.
Things are different right now, and if you're thinking they're not different and you're struggling because of the old rules, reevaluate your situation.
Take a look at how the rules are now,
and then when you get that sweet bonus check, thank us with
10%,
20, with all of it,
with $20,000. Just thank us with $20K.
Send $2,400 a month.
Yeah, it's no big deal, guys. That's what Trump wants to give you. Dude, fuck, we hate Trump here, right? Just give us that. Give us that money. Don't take those Trump bucks.
What? It's not Trump bucks.
No,
I mean,
but
he does sign them.
But seriously, if you guys are struggling right now and you are thinking that it's old rules, they're not.
No,
they're not. It's temporary, but it take advantage of it.
They can't make looking for work a requirement of unemployment right now. And you don't have to be totally laid off. All you need is any reduction in pay or hours. That's it. Like, there are people who aren't hourly workers. They're just noticing they're making less because other people are working less and making less. It's a domino effect. So that's why this is the way it is.
I just want to thank Papa Trump for giving us that $2,400. Well, not me.
He didn't do anything.
Effectively.
Now, Donald Trump,
the Congress
or the best president?
The Congress and the Senate have to create the law to even go before him to sign it.
Obama gave us some Republican-made medical plan. It was an old Republican plan from, the 90s? Obama got that pushed through. That was cool, Obama. Thank you.
It was similar to...
Thanks, Obama.
It wasn't the same plan, but it was similar, yeah.
Trump's given us $2,400 extra to sit at home and smoke essential weed. What a good president.
Probably the best.
Yeah, and Trump made sure Animal Crossing was out right around the time this started so that we'd have cool islands to work on. That's pretty good.
Trump does have a controlling stake in Nintendo.
Yeah. Nintendo.
But why? How come there's no video games for boys?
Well, that's the cool thing about Animal Crossing. All of the characters in Animal Crossing have no specific gender traits.
But it's for girls.
Well, yeah, but nobody is a girl or a boy anymore. It's 2020.
Except everyone who plays Animal Crossing, which is a girl.
I play it.
I'm aware of your situation.
We got another article to read?
It is pretty sad.
What is?
And you know what? It's taking away from his Pokemon Go time.
Can't go outside and raid.
You know what they do in the Harry Potter game?
What's that?
The Harry Potter game that's just like... There's a Harry Potter game that's just like Pokemon Go, for those of you who aren't aware. They do this thing in that game where a magical bus come and picks you up at your home and then takes you out.
Like Fortnite?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, it sounds like Fortnite.
It's nothing like Fortnite.
It sounds a lot like Fortnite.
No. The only thing like Fortnite is that there's a fucking bus.
Does it fly?
And that's it. No.
No. It's like Minecraft, not Fortnite.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't get behind Minecraft.
So anyway, back to what I was saying. The bus comes and picks you up and takes you around so you don't have to walk. So it's kind of like what you did when you were driving around in your car, only without the car part. Yeah.
So, is it an actual magic bus that picks me up?
And it doesn't fly, it just drives?
I think, yeah. It's a bus that comes
so, I might have to get into this game.
Because the game normally requires a lot of walking to like open things and that kind of shit. But now they've created a way that you can artificially be transported
Ben
around.
is talking about Ms. Frizzle, you clowns.
Oh, yeah. Rest
the
in
Magic
peace.
School Bus.
Rest in peace, Little Richard, who sung the Magic School Bus theme.
Did he?
Yes.
Is he that accurate?
100%.
All right.
Little Richard sung the Magic School Bus theme. The Magic
I've
School
never heard
Bus.
it, so I didn't know.
The Magic School Bus. Tutti Frutti, Miss Frizzle, Magic School Bus. Here's the thing. Cop uses mating call on his phone to lure back zoo's escaped peacock.
Cop wants to smash that peacock.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He's ready to hit.
It's the cop already had the peacock mating call on his phone, and you don't have that unless you fuck peacocks.
The Franklin Park Zoo in Boston welcomed back an escaped peacock thanks to quick thinking of a Boston police officer. Officers patrolling in the Roxbury area early Monday were approached by a person who said an animal that may have escaped from the zoo. They were met by an extremely large, slightly intimidating, and quite beautiful male peacock, police said.
All peacocks are male peacocks. Otherwise, they're peahens. Jesus Christ. Come on. Shoddy reporting.
The cinephiliac. Yeah, you're going to get an actual maniac.
The peacock's name is Snowbank. Oh, yeah. When he is one of 4 peacocks kept at the zoo. The peacocks at Franklin Park Zoo are free roaming, and while they typically wander throughout the zoo, it is currently mating season, and it's possible he ventured out looking for love.
I have failed you. Plaza, don't die inside. Have another money.
Plaza,
it's okay. You're fine.
Have another money.
If you are anywhere near a peacock and they're presenting their big feathers, that is not a greeting. That is a get the fuck away from me.
No, you need to run.
Yeah. Like when I lived in Albuquerque, the Albuquerque Zoo lets them wander around in the zoo. And there was a news story about this kid that got attacked by a peacock there. And everyone was like, what do we do with the peacock? It's like, what do we do with the fucking kids' parents that let them get near the fucking peacock? Like, seriously. It's not the peacock's fault. The peacock is a wild animal.
Peacock's gonna peacock.
Right. Stupid fucking kids at the zoo getting too close to a peacock.
SFKs. Get them out of here.
Yep. I agree.
But if the peacock is presenting itself, there's an app you can download with mating calls. And then you can stuff that turkey.
It's not a turkey.
You can do a little thing with a phone app, according to this cop.
Can we go one more level on a turducken and add a peacock on the outside?
Turducken?
A cock turducken?
Oh my God! A peacock, a turkey, a griffin, and a chicken.
A griffin.
Peter Griffin.
P-tier griffin.
A P-tier griffin. That'd be one good eating right there.
So governors of pretty much every state do these daily or maybe sometimes weekly coronavirus updates, updating the citizens of their state on what's going on.
I watched the one with the governor that accidentally...
Right. I'm going to play that. So
spoilers, but Jesus.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. He'll ban people from our chat for spoiling things, but here he goes. That's the only time Billy's ever banned anybody from the chat, is when they spoiled a movie. That's what Billy's sensitive about. The movie spoilers.
I don't want our fans having their viewing experience ruined.
And this is another thing that he does. It's not for me. I'm just helping everybody else.
Okay, yeah, no, that would be so totally wrong of me to do.
I'm not saying it's wrong of you. I'm saying that's not what you're doing.
Okay, Ben has no faith in humanity, no goodwill towards anybody. He hates the fact that I don't like spoilers. Not just for me. It's a community thing. You got to be polite to your fans or your friends if you're bringing them to a place. I don't want them to get soured because they told everybody that Spider-Man dies.
Spider-Man does die. That's true.
Jesus dies at the end of Passion of the Christ.
Yeah,
24-hour statute of limitations on spoilers. After opening night of Avengers, spoiling it. That's it. You have 1 day.
That's fucked. But this was even before the movie came out that the spoilers were hitting. That's why I was so vigilant. I felt bad.
It was because you felt bad.
Of course.
It was for the people.
And I encourage all businesses that are allowed to open to do so only.
It is a pretty spectacular tactic. Like anything you do that's serving your interest, you just pretend like you're doing it for other people. I want to learn how to do that.
You should start by doing things for other people, and then it'll naturally look like you're serving other people when you're really serving your own self-interest. It's great.
And I encourage all businesses that are allowed to open to do so only if they can follow the guidelines to keep West Virginians safe.
So, if they fucking follow the guides for West Virginia.
And I encourage all businesses that are allowed to open to do so only if they can follow the guidelines to keep West Virginians safe.
If they can follow, he stopped a word midway and then said can. But yeah, it sounds like fucking follow.
Can follow. It was like he corrected himself in a way that made it sound even worse.
In what couldn't have been a worse way. That's adorable. We get nightly things from our health minister because she's a doctor, and that seems like a good person to tell us about a disease.
Yeah, Trump,
what do you guys do?
Well, Trump was doing daily briefings until people told him that they didn't make him look better. But he had a bunch of doctors with him. But the thing is he would just talk over them and then ask them if they wanted to inject Lysol to see if that helps people.
And then the doctors are so on the payroll that they didn't just say no.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, we'll look into that. Yeah.
We'll check it out. That seems like, you never know. We could do it.
And then he's like, we don't need them around anymore. And then he brought them back the next day because like America liked them. And he's like, oh, well, I guess we're going to bring them back. America, said that they're not fired.
Nerds.
Yeah. But this wasn't even the senator or whatever the governor I was talking about. There was a governor, I was watching him talk, and he had like accidentally I think mentioned that he had mentioned Tupac Shakur, and because there was like a gentleman in his state that was sick that was named Tupac, and he gave his condolences to Tupac, or it was something weird. It was like so fucking out of place. I think Jimmy Kimmel or somebody commented on it. It was a big thing. I was surprised that we didn't see it on the show.
Billy and that wrestler guy, great show.
Thank you.
Yeah.
By the way, Tupac Shakur dies.
Oof.
Spoiler alert.
Oh,
damn.
1997. Spoiler. 96?
96, September 13th, 1996.
Tupac 96, Biggie 97.
Yeah. And I totally just lost my train of thought. I guess spoilers, I fucked up.
Oh, man. Really quick before we move on, wanted to, anyone who wasn't here earlier when we announced it, just in case you see all these new wonderful $25 patrons coming in, it's because we're doing a new promotion on our Patreon for $25 plus subscribers there on Patreon. We have these figures, we call them actual maniacs. They're designed after our actual mania shows that we do once a month. The first 2 months, this month, if you sign up, we are going to ship to you the Young Bill Fridge actual maniac that you see right there on the screen. And then next month, we are going to do the one modeled after me. And then we've got more coming up. And then there's like play sets that I'm looking into making, kind of like the Wallace one. I would like to have a ring made, like a small ring that you can put the actual maniacs in, you know?
I like it.
Yeah. Yep. I wish we could.
Don't.
Oh, yeah.
Put them in your butt.
No.
If you put them in your butt, all right.
Recommend it.
There's a good chance they're not going to come out clean. Juma P.
Nah.
What's up, Juma? Getting in there. There's a good
Somebody
chance.
just got themselves a toy.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a good chance you're not going to get that stink off these things. There's nooks and crannies and crevices.
There are actually.
They'll harbor.
Not unlike the real Bill. They're very accurate.
The one thing I will say, they're not exactly the same material as muscle figures. They're a little harder. They're not as soft. So, but size and design wise, they're very similar to them.
Yeah, they look like it. They're there to like
same color, yeah. But yeah, they're a little harder of a material. It's a way better material, easier to produce, easier to dry, that sort of thing. So
they're cute.
And I'd like to see if anyone who gets one that's good at painting miniature models, if you want to paint them and send us pictures of your work on them, that would be really cool.
Yeah, we would love to show that off and give shout outs to everybody who did. Obviously, the better they look, the better the attention we'll give. But if one's really bad, and we might even give you more attention if it's terrible. We'll be like, oh, geez.
You will be mocked and judged.
Yeah,
you will get a lot of attention.
Yeah.
I used to paint my Warhammer 40K miniatures and that kind of stuff. BattleTech. Used to do that a lot. The little pewter figures. Oh. All right, so now we are going to...
I used to beat up people who did that.
Did you really?
No. But I thought about it.
You dress like a fucking cartoon animal and you beat up people that...
I was going to say.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised. Yeah, I've been getting a bunch of YouTube comments lately calling me a Chad furry, which I kind of love the concept of.
Chad furry, yeah.
One day I was just sitting around and I pulled up a few of your matches from like the last several years. Yeah. You know, a lot of them were 3-2-1, but I saw a few in some other promotions out there. I guess you had a few, like you had a tag team title in one of these promotions, I think.
Yeah, I've done a few. Yeah, like most of it the last some years has been 3-2-1, but yeah, I've done like Beyond Wrestling, Drew Cordero, Bill, and yeah, and other stuff locally too.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I like it.
Yeah, it'd be nice to be able to do it again one day.
Yeah, that's another crazy thing. How many wrestlers are on unemployment now?
Me, except I don't get unemployment for it, so I just have no money.
Yeah, see, if you lived here, you'd be getting unemployment. You would qualify.
You'd be fucking rich.
I guess so, yeah.
You'd be terribly rich. We just got 2 brand new 25 plus
This
patrons.
is amazing.
It's
damn.
It's good times.
They want them toys.
Juma P can't wait to play with his little Bill Fridge. Exactly. And, when you guys get access to the $25 level, you're also getting the shout outs at the end of the episodes. You're getting the bonus shows. You're getting the after shows. You're getting the movie review and other content. You're getting, you're able to type in the fan chat and we'll give.
Yeah. Make sure your Discord account is linked to your Patreon account so you get all the perks in the Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the tings.
You're gonna love this next story, Billy. I know you're gonna love this one.
You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it.
I guarantee it.
I guarantee
Men's
it.
Warehouse. That guy, I think, got fired from. Even though he was the founder of Men's Warehouse, they fired him.
Yeah, he must have done something real bad.
Yeah, I think so. It's kind of like how they fired Papa John from Papa John's.
From Papa John.
Yeah, that's what happens when your company goes public and you're no longer the full owner of it anymore.
Yeah, then you say the N-word at a board meeting.
Right. See this?
Police chase ends with naked man running into church, then overdosing.
This checks a lot of boxes for me. I like what I'm saying.
Do we have a video? It's safe to say.
Yeah. Do you want to?
Is he naked? Are we gonna get? Oh,
it's on the news.
Carol
so
Baskin?
I don't think we can show anything that we wouldn't be able to show something that the news can show.
A man running through a drive-in church service naked.
A drive-in church. All right, this is awesome.
Video. It's safe to say
Hold
no
on.
one in the audience at the
Wait, hold
Sunday
on.
service
Look,
at Life Church in Skowhegan was ready for this.
It was definitely something that was a little bit nerve-wracking, something that you cannot prepare for.
Oh my God! And then he overdoses.
It was their second week home.
I wonder. Okay, let's guess what he overdosed on. I say fentanyl.
PCP.
Meth.
All right, let's see.
Holding parking lot services per the governor's order, and Pastor John Davis says all members of the church were in their cars.
See how quickly some of those men ran towards the naked man? Whoa, wait, let me tackle him. No, I got this.
They heard sirens.
It is
As I was
grab him by the dick.
Standing up nearer the stage, I saw someone coming very quickly and then drove into our church driveway at a rapid pace. He jumped out. While it was still rolling, it rolled into one of the vehicles that was parked in the parking lot. When he got out was when the big surprise came, as he absolutely had no clothes, with all of the parishioners sitting in awkward silence.
Skowhegan police say 37-year-old Thomas Bouchard had taken his mother's car without her permission.
But prior to taking the vehicle, he had completely stripped off his clothes and then jumped behind the wheel.
He was hot.
Police say Bouchard led them on a chase that ended when he pulled into the church parking lot and ran naked into the church.
He was flipping chairs. Our assistant pastor was there, and he began to hear him pray as if he was saying, "Father, forgive me." They gave him 2 shots of Narcan, and there he died, according to the police,
Narcan.
on my platform.
Now would be a great time to play for our police
So probably is
officers
fentanyl
right now.
Yeah.
Began to do CPR, another shot of Narcan.
Took 3 doses of naloxone to get him revived and breathing on his own. It was terrifying for both the officers, and I'm sure it was terrifying for Mr. Bouchard himself.
Do I think that this was an intentional incident? Not a chance. The man was looking for a place to hide. My hope for him and those that are suffering right now is that they would find peace, find strength, find help.
Okay, some
This was
religious
Mother-
bullshit at the end there.
Yeah, that got interesting at the end.
So was it fentanyls? Because, yeah.
Does Narcan work on other stuff? Because that's normally what that's for.
Naloxone?
It's for like heroin, fentanyl ODs.
Yeah, it's not saying what he was on here.
I'm going to assume it's heroin / fentanyl.
Yeah, I think he was hopped up on doofballs.
I was going to say because he's not going into the church. He's not acting like he's on heroin. Because if he was on heroin, he would be on the floor and not sprinting into a church naked. That's upper behavior. So that's your classic crack, meth, etc.
I always think it's PCP.
You know, let's skip
Or
these.
PCP.
Some
Or
of these are
PCP.
dumb. Let's move on to the next part here.
Craft meth?
Did we get any Streamlabs?
Craft meth.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We
yeah.
got Streamlabs.
Yeah, let's do those.
Let me...
Just hopped up on goofballs.
Drinking some of Grandpa's old cough medicine.
So, today, Bob Neiman says DP meetup in Ribey. I don't know, was Ribey in Wyoming? Or is it Ribey, New Mexico?
They mean in her.
Oh.
Oh, inside.
Oh.
Ribey.
I thought there was a
Poor
city.
girl.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
That's weird.
Lord of Nurgle said 2 milk, 2 squares, the only acceptable way to make coffee. Everyone, please like the stream. Please. Goose Juice
Fine with
says
2 milk, 2 squares.
Gushu says, I'm sad Mysterios isn't on with Scott. For that, they have good chemistry together. My next fanfic will include them in a relationship, and Mysterios is definitely bottom.
I'm getting a lot of fan fiction written about me lately.
Yeah, you're the first.
A very, very long, disgusting one got written about me and Adam a week or two ago.
It was long and disgusting?
I'll send it to you. It's something.
Yeah, you're the fur dad Chad.
I didn't get through it.
No.
I saw what I needed to see and checked out.
Oh, no. Majorly Awesome gave us some love. He says the great white buffalo killed Mufasa. Is that true? Was it a buffalo stampede?
Wasn't it? It was wildebeests, wasn't it? What are?
It might have been wildebeest. Yeah, I don't know why I said antelopes. Hypothesis says the difference between the new Saudi deal and the old one was one pay-per-view. Tucker White 94 said, here's some money for you, Billy, on the condition that you tell Ben to go fuck himself extra if you give him the middle finger, if you flip him off. Thank you for your donation, Tucker.
Fuck you.
Fuck.
You heard him, Tucker. Eric gave a big dono. Thank you. Eric gave another big dono. Thank you. Dragon of the West says, my younger brother works seasonally while he goes to college in fall spring. He's getting $1,400 every 2 weeks. He's used to pay off what student debt he has. Guys, for the 100th time, Senate is part of Congress. It's upper house. House of Rep is lower house. Yeah, I won't remember that.
That doesn't seem like something I should remember.
Yeah, not important to me. Mythic Templar gave us some big love, and I think there's a ton of big patrons. Thank you guys so much. Oh my god, it's like Christmas. It's like Christmas. Let me go hit a refresh just in case we didn't miss anything. And it looks like we are pretty much caught up. I'm gonna check super chats really quick.
Okay.
And yeah, I guess that's about
good.
fucking it.
No, it's great.
I don't know what to say other than thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
Keep them rolling in so that we can forever live in peace and harmony.
Peace and harmony.
2020 and beyond.
Watch this. I played this on my stream last night, but I want to play it here. This is a video of a bunch of children in Indonesia standing around in like an alleyway when all of a sudden a monkey on a motorcycle rides up and tries to kidnap one of the children.
That fucking rules.
A monkey on a mini motorcycle rides up out of fucking nowhere, grabs this kid that's probably like 3 years old, maybe even younger, 2 years old, grabs him by the arm and tries to run off with him.
Where's Chris Hansen?
Check this out. Being
monkey,
a loser scammer.
We need Chris Hansen to stop this monkey.
No, we don't. Look at this. It's a monkey on a little motorcycle!
It's motorcycle psycho primate from Bangladesh.
Look at that monkey trying to steal that kid!
Come here.
What the fuck?
It's a monkey on a little fucking motorcycle!
All right. So I bet you some of you motherfuckers out there have had nightmares, but you ain't never lived through this.
No.
What the hell?
Hey, look! That monkey's like, ow! Look at that kid run away.
Does the kid get the motorcycle now?
Look.
Yeah, dude.
Hey,
All right, I'm just gonna say whoever's writing the simulation, they don't even give a fuck anymore. They don't care about continuity. They don't care about rules.
I like what I'm seeing.
They're jumping the shark. 2020 is jumping the shark. I thought 2016 was the big year. That was just the beginning. They're like, by the way.
P.S. Hey, check this out. So, number one, what was the monkey's plan? Or what was the monkey's situation? Like,
why does the monkey?
How did he get the bike? Why did he need the kid? Number 2, what is the rest of that kid's life?
No.
Look, it comes in.
Okay.
Look, it's a little motorcycle. You can see it.
Is there any way the monkey is the hero in this story?
No.
Are we sure he wasn't trying to save the girl?
I think the girl is a turf, and the monkey was punishing them for that.
Okay. So the monkey was performing as part of a local form of entertainment?
So
child was dragged for a short distance.
It was a monkey that was trained to ride a little motorcycle and was like, look at that fucking kid right now. I'm just going to steal it.
Fuck this show. I want a kid.
They're getting $2,400 extra a month to sit at home on unemployment in the United States? I should at least give me a kid.
Hey, Mas. Hey.
All right.
That is nuts.
Wizard of Oz. The monkeys fly in and steal the kids.
Yeah,
right?
those were very human-like monkeys.
Yeah, this is on a motorcycle, and this is real life. I'd say this is fucking crazy.
We're getting pretty close to Oz. We got monkeys stealing kids. We've got anthropomorphic cat person. So we're checking some of the boxes here.
Goat Stampede.
Is there
Goat Stampede? Of course.
We forgot about the aliens being released by the government recently, or the UFOs.
Sure.
Is there a motorcycle dealership for monkeys?
Yes, absolutely.
Like, where do you get a monkey-sized motorcycle?
I think there are rentals at the Great Ape
When you
Escape.
asked the question, I tried to think of a racist response, but nothing came. So
thank
we dodged
God.
the bullet, guys.
You know what though? I used to think it was crazy because I'd see those videos from India where a monkey would like steal someone's cigarettes and a lighter and like light up a smoke and like smoke it. But this is a monkey on a motorcycle trying to abduct children.
Motorcycle taking a child.
One more time.
One more time.
And the kid's not freaking out enough because the kid's been through some shit already.
I mean, it's Indonesia, so
yeah,
kind of an anything goes situation anyway.
The kid's like, this is not the worst thing that's happened to me this week.
Yeah.
But does the owner of the monkey come back and get his motorcycle back, or like what happens now?
What becomes of the motorcycle?
Motherfucker. Dude, this motherfucker
just screeches in.
That's a strong fucking monkey.
That is a strong monkey.
Just think if it was stronger.
Yeah, if it was bigger, it'd be crazy strong.
Oh no, if the monkey was bigger than the kid, it's lights out for the kid.
Oh yeah.
Right.
God. I don't know. When do we give up our muscle efficiency?
I don't know. You know what? Like the average,
evolutionarily,
the average chimpanzee is smaller than a human, but has like 3 to 4 times the strength of a human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
I mean, we're weaker in a lot of ways compared to other similar animals our size. So, yeah.
Yeah, so like we really shouldn't feel bad when we cage them and eat them and beat them and make them ride motorcycles because we were the inferior beings. We were inferior.
Just because the physicality is lesser doesn't mean we're inferior.
Well,
I think there's other evidence to suggest we're not inferior.
If it was up to nature,
we are nature. We are natural.
We opted out of nature.
No, we didn't. We are this is our nature. This is literally our nature, the way we are. We have a high level of intelligence. That's our advantage. And we reproduce pretty quickly too.
9 months. Not bad.
I think if we tried a little harder, we could get it down to 8.
Oh my God! What if
get those numbers up?
Yeah, what if like Bezos was like because you worked at the fucking recruitment center, you could only be pregnant for 7 months instead of 9. So he would induce the babies out preemie and have them.
We're taking them out. That's it. Because
this is what works best for Bezos. He induces premature birth. The babies now have to sit in an incubator for 2 months while the mom works for 2 months.
Amazon Basics incubator.
Yeah, and the mom doesn't have to take care of the kid because it's stuck in an incubator, so she continues working instead of taking the time off that she would have had. I think we're going to start being birthed in 7 months soon.
Checks out.
It makes sense business wise, and that's always what drives us as a.
I forgot to throw this in during the news, but I did want to show this. I had said, because Mike Tyson said he's coming out of retirement to do charity boxing matches. He was getting kind of fat for a little while. Now he's in.
Now he's like skinny.
Now he's getting ripped like he did when he was in his 20s and 30s. He's starting to look like old Mike Tyson again. And now Evander Holyfield said he'll come back, because I was saying, like, who would be fair for Mike Tyson to fight? Another guy his age. And then they have the whole history of him biting his ear and everything, but they're cool with each other now. But I would pay to see this. I'd be more excited to see these two old guys fight than I would be to see Tyson Fury. You know?
Oh, sure.
Or KSI versus Jake Paul.
The only thing I care about in boxing and MMA is like freak fights. Like,
Novelty,
I don't care about a good fight. I want to see like Ken Shamrock versus Hoist Gracie in the 2010s. Like, that's what I want to see.
Ken Shamrock lost it.
Slice versus Dada 5000.
Well, that's what I was just going to say. Like, Kimbo Slice beat Ken Shamrock and then died like a year later.
So who really won?
Awesome.
Who really won?
Probably Shamrock.
I saw Ken Shamrock thirst tweeting to our friend Drew Cordero, who runs Beyond Wrestling. I like that a lot. It's good times. Good old Kendrick Shamrock, I think is his full name.
I love how Ken Shamrock dated the girl that played his sister.
Ryan Shamrock?
Yes, that's awesome. I love that Ken Shamrock dated his fake sister.
Ryan Shamrock was at a show I did in LA. Her and Gangrel were like there together. So I don't know if she was dating him or what, but they were there. And Stacy, the cat was there, and Sin Bodhi, who was Kazarni for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
He was the one that booked us down there.
I was on a show with Gangrel, and never was I more sure that someone was going to introduce themselves by their wrestling name, because Gangrel is such a gimmick. And I went up and said, I was like, hey man, Dave. I'm like, I did not expect you to say Dave. I thought you were going to be a Gangrel guy.
Yeah. I think he's not legally allowed to tell people he's Gangrel.
Because it's owned by a White Wolf.
White Wolf Games. That's what I was just going to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Vince McMahon probably paid a royalty. Well, it's kind of like how WWE never fully owned Hulk Hogan. They were paying Marvel.
Yeah, so strange.
Yeah. You know how that Hulk Hogan got his name Hulk because he was on the same morning TV show with Lou Ferrigno. And they were like, oh, you're bigger than the Hulk. So they started calling him the Hulk, too.
Really?
Yeah.
That's an interesting factoid.
Yeah.
I knew it was Ferrigno related, but I couldn't remember the actual story.
Yeah, he was promoting, I think, maybe like Mid-South or whoever he was wrestling with at the time.
I wonder who has a better life now, Lou Ferrigno or Hulk Hogan?
Well, Hulk isn't deaf, so...
Lou Ferrigno's been deaf for like his whole life, though, so I don't know how much that bothers him.
And Hulk gets to say the N-word.
Only while he's fucking...
Look, here's Mike training video. Look at that, dude.
Damn.
Dude is ripped again. It's crazy.
How old is he? 50?
53. George Foreman is the oldest heavyweight champion ever. He came back at like 42 and won the heavyweight championship.
Yeah.
So I don't think Mike Tyson's going to be fighting for any championships, but it'd be cool to see him, try his best. It looks like he's motivated. When he was like 12 years old, 13 years old, he was like 180 pounds of solid muscle. and they were having him fight 17-year-olds lying about his age because he looked. Some people just naturally grow muscle mass, like it's genetic. So you get that combined with the right diet and training, and then maybe even like some hormone replacement therapy, which is not against the rules in sport anymore. You know, like if he's getting that sort of like hormone replacement therapy that a lot of older athletes get, that could be the reason why he. Yeah.
I'm thinking of getting on HGH.
I support this.
I'm going to go to the doctor and see if the doctor will give me HGH and a passport.
Okay.
See if I can do it all in one swing.
At the doctor's?
Yeah, like, hey, doc, I need HGH and a passport.
No problem, Billy. We got you covered.
Thank you. Thank you, officer.
Doctor officer.
Doctor officer.
Here is one of our favorites, Buff Carell.
Yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy Buff Crow, baby. Back him up at that level. Trying to get it down. It's your boy Buff Crow once again. Tell a friend I'm up at that levels. Anyways, tonight we're going to do Come Sail Away by Styx. I think it was Styx like the drumsticks, you know, STYX on the X. Onyx. Anyways, like I said, without further ado, it Styx on the one side. If I look on ride level, ride.
Is he okay?
No, he's
head injury,
out of
I'm
his
pretty
mind.
sure. He was in the military. He wears what I think is shoe grease on his forehead.
I think it's just gel. I think he's got a bad comb over. I think he's like combing over the hair from the back of his head forward to like cover up a receding hairline. Yeah. I forgot it. It does it like halfway through the song.
Yeah. There's like 2 full verses and then
it's kind of like how when you listen to Phil Collins, I Can Feel It Coming in the Air Tonight. The like drum breakdown part happens like halfway through the song.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's see us dancing. All right, I just wanted to see that part.
I like that he's chosen this as his thing, and he absolutely can't sing.
Yeah. This was the most I've ever enjoyed him. Ever.
Really?
Yeah, I usually think he's fucking boring.
He's great.
He was not boring today.
No, this was wonderful.
I do have another good person that we normally watch during the Oddities segment. This is a classic. This is from February 3rd, 2017. It's an unboxing video. Our friend King Cobra JFS is unboxing some gifts that were given to him.
Animated gifts?
What up, YouTube? So this here is King Cobra JFS.
This is his best performance yet.
I agree.
It was beautiful.
Video.
We're 75% of the way to our goal. Thank you.
And
what, guys? I don't know about this guy.
A friend of mine sent me something.
He's the sexy goth bad boy.
The worst thing is that's not the creepiest doll he owns.
It does look like a little person, though.
Yeah.
But they're cheaper.
It's true. They're half price.
Yeah, one of my fans sent me a freaking sex doll. He forgot to put the wig in the box, so I'm using this one until I get the other wig.
That's a good thing you had one on hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't one of the full...
This guy makes custom wands, like Harry Potter style wands. That's his main gig.
They're magic.
This guy has taken someone's life before.
He has one eye that's always staring like at the wall.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah,
I don't. I really, to be honest, don't like really any of what I'm seeing. I don't like the eye. I don't like the hair. I don't like the choice of neckwear. I don't like the sex doll. I don't like anything.
I don't like that there's...
I'm put off.
I don't like that there's a vacuum cleaner in the shot and no sign of anything being cleaned ever.
Right.
Yeah.
Remember his cast iron pan on his stovetop?
Oh my god!
Because he does these horrible cooking videos. He accidentally lit his kitchen on fire the one time. But his cast, it's okay to leave a cast iron pan a little dirty to when you cook in it, like a little bit of, burnt stuff. But his was like covered in like he's never washed it once.
Yeah,
nice.
This pan deserved reparations.
It had it looked like it had like a big old scab growing on it. That's what his cast iron pan looked like. It was festering.
Fun-sized one, but that's quite all right.
You mean the toddler-sized one?
The child. It said child. On
I love the whole they're cheaper excuse, like Billy said. Like, yeah, I'm sure that one's been used a few times.
The cheaper excuse? It's here. They're fun size. They're compact.
look,
they're travel ready.
Yeah, that sounds a lot better than
in
like
economy.
7-year-old size, right?
Whoa. I've dated many girls who were about as tall as their 7-year-old
years
kid.
And I've already opened it. Got everything taken out.
I was bigger than that doll when I was 7.
In the box here. We got stuff to fix the doll with, like extra chunks of silicone.
What do you need to fix the doll with extra chunks of silicone?
If you break the veg on it. You know what I mean? Like if you got to repair it.
What's he do? Put silly putty around it?
Well,
How do you fix it?
Remember, someone sent me a news story about King Cobra. Remember? Do you remember that? Do you remember that? I'll pull it up really quick.
I do not recall.
Okay, I'll pull it up really quick. I believe it was in reference to this exact video.
Oh no!
Glue, brush, TP glue, and all. You know what I'm saying? Stuff to fix the doll with.
Yeah.
A bag of extra pussies is what he's saying.
Dope ass microphone.
It's a spare bag of pussies.
Never have too many.
This right here is for cleaning the doll out.
Which will never get used. It's probably still in that little bag.
Which will get used as much as your cast iron pan.
Yeah, right. I think I'd rather eat off the cast iron pan than this. That's hard to say.
Yeah, this is an article from metro.co.uk. And it is definitely about King Cobra, by the way.
Man claims meth addict cut up his sex doll, then admits he ripped it during vigorous sex. So was he lying?
Yes, he lied. He said that the sex doll got all messed up because some meth head was in his house. Because have you seen the streams where he invites a bunch of losers that he met at the bar over to his place? He does that all the time. I was going to say,
did we get into how the meth head got in the house, or this appears to be a common occurrence?
He does like these 8-hour live streams where he's just trashed. He comes home from the bar after closing and he brings whoever is at. He lives in Casper, Wyoming. Okay,
nice.
Yeah, he brings like some creepazoids that are on par with him.
Right outside of Rybee,
Casper,
Wyoming.
Sounds like a real ghost town.
Waka waka waka.
You got to take a drink after one of those.
Yep. I'm here all weekend, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, those are some big. Those are not little kid titties, by the way.
Yums.
Just because this doll is the size of a small in stature, those boobs prove everything you need to know about
here.
Child doll, adult boobs.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's what he used all the extra silicone on. Maybe he stuffed those.
No.
Maybe there's a place you can open it up and stuff it.
I don't believe that, but if it's true, then I would use that to carry my snacks.
I would like adjustable cup size. I like that.
These are the posts, the original posts where he makes the claim.
Someone sent me a sex doll. It's not the one I wanted, but hey, I'm not complaining. I'm taking it as a compliment.
Spelled compliment wrong.
Yeah. So I got up early to go job hunting, and when I got back to my place, the front door was unlocked, and my sex doll was stolen. I've already talked to the police about it, and they said they will keep me informed. Feeling alone and sad right now. I'm going to make a vid about it. He called the police.
He called the real police.
There's the confession right there.
Gotta come clean. The doll's pussy ripped while I was fucking it, and I got mad and threw it away after I cut it up. I was embarrassed, and I'm sorry for lying to friends and fans.
Spelled lying wrong.
It's a tragic story of lost love between a lonely man on Facebook and a rubber sex doll with alarmingly large breasts, which ended up cut to bits.
Alarmingly.
It's one of the most hilarious climb downs ever, from a tall story about the doll being abducted by a meth addict to a final terrible confession. YouTuber Josh got sent a sex doll by his fans.
Josh!
So far, so 2016. But then it got stolen, he claimed. So I got up early to go job hunting. I'm going to walk back to the place.
we read
stolen
this.
doll. La, la,
Blah,
la.
blah, blah.
By the way, I fucked it, guys. I fucked it to death and cut it up and threw it away.
Yeah, so this
Literally
made...
fucked it to death.
Yeah.
Why?
This right here is a heating rod.
Heating
This is
rod?
used
What?
to make the inside of the doll's orifices feel more realistic.
Can I get a nope? Can I get a nope?
So he puts it in there to warm it up so it doesn't feel like a corpse.
I would like to get a nope. Can I get a nope?
I don't like it.
Can I get a nope? Can I get a nope? I've never had sex with a sex doll.
Oh, you
I
can
don't-
shorten that sentence.
I don't know if I would. Well, yeah, I've never had sex.
Thank you.
But I do plan on losing my virginity before Jeff Bezos becomes a
You
trillionaire.
know, warming rod. You plug it in, you warm it up.
Got 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh, it's 6 years.
Oh, did they say 6?
2026.
I think
Oh,
20,
okay.
26.
Yeah,
Doll
don't
also
rush
came
me,
with
Ben.
Lots of time.
An extra head.
Why?
So he's got all these extra body parts, and this motherfucker still fucked it so hard that it was unfixable. He had to chop it up and throw it away.
It was a crime of passion.
Yeah.
He wasn't thinking.
All around me are these
She
vinyl
came with an
faces,
extra outfit too.
lycra places.
And you can see this is her other top.
No.
Where's her tricycle?
The monkey
She came
took
with
it.
underwear to go with this top too.
To try and kidnap babies?
Man, how great would that be if the monkey came in right now, stole the sex doll?
It would be amazing. That
would be
monkey's
lit.
a strong swimmer.
That would be lit. He has a motorcycle. He probably got a fucking jet ski too.
He rode a jet ski across the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
And then he got another motorcycle and rode it from the West Coast all the way to Casper.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you would have told me a monkey was gonna roll in on a motorcycle and steal a baby today, I'd have told you just as weird as if he took a jet ski across the Pacific Ocean. I'd be like, no, you're tripping. We're living in a new world now. Post-COVID, people get paid more to sit at home and smoke weed than they do to go work their fucking restaurant job with
The
or without
simulation
tips.
is breaking down.
The simulation is going in on itself.
And for the sake
the
of-
donut hole is becoming an anus.
YouTube.
By the way, speaking of Jeff Bezos, tonight we will be streaming live on twitch.tv/Drunken Peasants, which we all know is owned by Amazon.com.
Thank you, King Bezos. Thank you.
Full disclosure.
Daddy Jeff.
Tonight
Thank
we
you.
will be praying before the altar of King Beelzebubzos.
You know, Bezos is kind of like, he looks kind of like
Is
Batista.
it Bezos or Bezos?
Bezos,
I think it's
Bezos.
Okay.
He looks kind of like Batista if Batista had money instead of muscles.
Batista's like Filipino though.
Yeah, but Bezos.
And he has like no,
What
no,
sort
I
of
don't
name
see
is
it.
Bezos?
I don't see it.
Okay.
I don't see the similarity.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
I have no idea what the ethnicity of the name Bezos is.
Right.
I think it's
It
a
seems
made
made
up.
up.
Yeah, it's a
For the
made
sake
up
of YouTube,
satanic
I put
name
the
for a
underwear
figurehead.
on
Yeah.
because that
Did he just-
that dress is a little short. I also got.
Oh god.
Yeah, what else you got?
Yeah, what do you got, Pa? What do you got, Papa? What's in the bag?
Awesome. I got.
Awesome.
I got 2 games for the Xbox One.
People just send him shit like he does have a following. It's like a lolcow following. It's a lolcow fan base. There was one day I went to one of his streams and the sound wasn't working, and he streamed for 2 hours with his audio not working. He's talking and you can't hear a fucking word he's saying. He's all expressive. His whole chat's going, sound doesn't work, sound doesn't work, sound doesn't work. He ignores it the whole fucking time and just streams in you have to read his lips.
He was in the zone.
Yeah. Yep.
I got
I
Call of
respect
Duty infinite warfare. And
wow, this is a long stream. Oh my god.
Yep, there's the actual
He's
dog.
got condoms?
Yeah, of course he does. Anybody who thinks
Hold on.
about having sex as much as he does is going to have a whole lot of condoms on hand.
cigarettes, but that's right.
He thought it was a pack of cigarettes, but it's condoms. You won't be needing those. You're only having sex with inanimate objects.
He probably still wears one with them to like keep the cleaning down a bit.
You think he cares about cleaning?
I'll tell you what.
No.
When you plan on fucking something and you're lazy, you might at least inject it with Lysol to keep it from getting corona.
I don't think he cares about that.
You're giving a lot of credit here.
Yeah. Everyone, if you're watching right now and you've been enjoying the show, please like the stream. There's 211 likes. That's pretty great. I don't think YouTube sent out a notification for this, and YouTube was having some issues. But they also probably do it on purpose, too, sometimes.
Fuckers.
That chair is fucking haggard.
Yeah, look
at
at
all
it.
the duct tape on
That
the
chair
arms.
has seen some shit.
Look, he's going to sit it on his lap.
I did
Oh,
promise a ventriloquist skit with Sean.
Oh no.
For Sean Saunders. And, yeah, I will deliver on my promise.
hold on.
The worst thing about this is my fetish. That's
Watch
the
this.
worst thing.
Watch
It's
this.
ruining it.
You know, Sean, she might talk, I don't know. She's kind of short. I'm not short, I'm fun-sized.
What do you mean this is your fantasy? Ventriloquist
Well,
gummies? Oh, okay.
No, inanimate objects.
You love
Dolls,
Play-Doh.
walls, Wallace. I want to fuck your wall, Ben.
That's weird.
It's not. It's only weird if you make it weird.
Yeah, Ben, come on. Be cool.
I think it's weird that people want to raise nuclear unit families. I think it's weird
Fair
to have 3.5 children. Or is that the number now that they're at?
I think we're at 2.5.
2.5 children,
many.
yeah. I think it's
And I
weird
don't
to
know
have
about
half
that
a child. I think that's weird.
Yeah, I want a whole child.
Yeah, round it up to
And
3.
then I want to model a doll after that child. And
No,
then I wanna
I
fuck that
don't. No,
doll.
I don't. Scott, stop.
What?
Just because you're the fur dad Chad doesn't mean you can taint my fantasies of owning a weird
There's going to be
sex.
a lot of tainting going on, so you're going to have to get used to that.
I just want my actual maniac to have love holes in it. Not for me, for all the fans
Not for
watching.
me.
Yeah, it's for all the fans. We have a lot of $25 patrons. They deserve
this
the love
is another
holes.
one of your doing things under the guise of doing it for other people situations.
I don't think that's a stretch.
I'm getting that vibe.
That's a
what I feel.
stretch, which, by the way, would be awesome if my actual
Speaking of
maniac
stretches.
had stretchable love holes. That would be awesome. But if we're gonna be talking about stretches, I'm kidding. I have zero fetishes. I'm a sweet boy.
Some skills
Yeah,
are
what even is a
horrible.
Yeah.
Did she say anything else? Babe, I told you to clean the gutters. Look, I'm not in charge of cleaning the gutters, okay? I'm not maintenance around here. I'll clean your gutters. Oh, shut up, Sean. Ah!
This guy's a monster. An absolute monster.
Oh, yeah. You got a doll of a certain nature. Yes, you did. So, come here often? This is my first time here. Oh, is it?
Those 4 years of improv
So-
really paid off.
I got a question for you. What's that? You want a boyfriend? Well, sure. Wait a minute. I thought she was going out with me. Well, I'm sorry, Josh. It's just that, you know, Sean's a doll, I'm a doll. We're perfect for each other.
He's worked himself into this strange love triangle with two
He's
puppets.
just doing this so he can cuck the puppet. It's sick.
No, it sounds like he's going to get cucked by the puppet.
You think? Do you think the puppet broke her pussy? Was that the problem?
Possibly.
God, this goes on for a really long time. It's really weird. All right.
Yeah, no, this is pretty much the greatest video in the history of the internet, and it would only get worse if that chair hadn't been repurposed from what I can only assume was Granddad's Happy Lap couch.
And is now comprised mostly of garbage bags.
Yeah. This chair is going to wind up on Garbage Island one day and be JF Greppi's throne.
I hope this guy winds up on Garbage Island.
He probably will.
Obtain this. Do you understand?
Well.
Hey, folks.
Fix your mic.
How you doing?
Fix your mic.
This is Jason William Egroff for Revelation News.
I don't think he's going to fix his mic.
Is he
What do
doing
you
a
think?
cry?
And there's a few people I'm thinking of right now.
No, he's happy.
This almost feels like a presidential acceptance speech.
Your mic sucks, and you have to be...
And he's not even talking into it.
Right.
Why is there even a microphone?
What do you mean I
Okay.
got to point at the mic?
But this is a big deal, folks, okay? I have to make you understand.
Jesus
Christ. Obama.
There's
Who
a
is
sweet
your
spot.
audio engineer, sir?
There's a sweet spot he could
I'd like
talk
to have
into,
a
and this
word
would be
with him.
fine. About 3 inches away from the fucking mic.
Absolutely.
Nope.
Why
that's
are
not
you
it.
putting your lips up against a mic that's turned up that loud?
I think he's used to having his mouth really close to the clitoris and then having to back away to take breaths of air. So he's treating the microphone in similar ways.
Tay-Zonday?
Yeah, he's like, yeah, back away from the mic so I don't get Shanny for Christ chocolate rain on my face.
He's the Tay-Zonday of pussy eating.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah.
How exciting
What's up,
this
alligators?
word is. And how
Yeah.
much...
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Book, folks, is a testimony.
Did he just turn into Don Imus before our eyes?
Lucifer.
He does have an Imus 5 now.
Isn't Imus dead? Didn't he just
I
die
hope so.
recently?
I hope so.
I think he did.
Yeah.
Did Imus get got?
I think he is dead.
I hope it was
Howard
Corona.
Stern did like almost like a whole episode of his show dedicated to it.
Aw, sweet Stern.
And him and Imus used to battle.
Oh, yeah.
Big time. And Howard Stern would prank call Imus while he was doing his show and fuck with him.
Yeah.
It was pretty great.
And trick him into saying racist things.
Oh, it
Yeah,
wasn't that
that's
much of
why.
a trick.
Wasn't a trick.
Supposed to be our protector.
Hey, Imus, what do you think about the Duke ladies basketball team?
I just think that they got to take a nap.
Yep.
What? Yeah, lay their head down on the pillows.
Yeah, feeling real nappy.
Gotta go night-night. Oh,
First
hey.
of all, before
Pretty
I start
lady.
this rant,
Ooh,
I just want to say I want to divorce my husband now because he's done a fucking abomination unto the Lord. I don't get why people fucking do this. He destroyed my food. That's right. My husband destroyed my food. And you know how he destroyed my food? Do you know how my husband destroyed
us.
my
You
food?
put pineapple on
This
your pizza?
unholy abomination. You see
See if
that?
you can stretch this out a little more.
He put black pepper all through my fucking
microwave
Stouffer's mac
macaroni
and
and
cheese that I was so happy for because we haven't had any money for a few days now because the banks have been so slow. So he ruined it.
The banks are slow? What?
The banks have been slow.
No, they have
so they
not.
haven't had money. What does that even mean?
The banks are not slower than usual right now. Like a transaction will take the same 1 to 2 days. I don't know what she's talking about.
Nobody has ever truthfully expressed that the banks were slow. That's always a lie. Like your paycheck's not here. Oh, the banks are slow.
I
No,
mean,
it's not.
slow.
You're
So
doing some
I'm just
creative
lying.
financing.
If
Yeah.
it's like a holiday weekend, it could take 1 extra day because you have 1 less business
Maybe if
day.
it's a Jewish holiday,
Got him.
because they land on Saturdays and Sundays often.
Free
So
brackets.
they would take the weekend off.
Both sides.
No, it's federal holidays. Those are the holidays that banks are closed.
Oh.
So, yeah. And normally those fall on a Monday, but there are some that are date specific that could fall on any day of the week.
Huh. Because they always take Saturday off, right? Or is it Sunday? Which one is the one that they take off in Judaism?
Well, what was
Sabbath?
interesting
Which
is
one's
they
the
all
Sabbath?
took
Why are we talking
Tuesday,
about
September
Judaism?
11th,
Well, you know, I'm trying to
2001
figure out why
off, and none of
Shanny's...
them were in the towers.
So
for some reason.
the Sabbath day in Judaism is technically Saturday, but they start at dusk up
It's all about
until
sundowns. For
Yeah,
them. They love
yeah.
their sundowns.
Yeah, it starts at sundown and ends at sundown the next day.
Is mac and cheese kosher?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm trying to understand why she couldn't get mac and cheese.
Well, it sounds like you don't understand Judaism.
I honestly don't understand any
Okay.
religion.
Okay, then how is this going to help you figure it out?
I just need to know about
Is
this
this a
mac and
joke that
cheese.
just didn't land?
Of course not.
He's talking
time I ever had
No,
Stouffer's.
it's definitely not a joke that didn't land.
Okay.
Come on, man. Be reasonable. Come on. Stop
And
it.
he put black pepper in it.
Ben.
Who the fuck puts black pepper in mac and cheese? You
I don't know,
are a
lots of people.
hater of.
Yeah,
You uncultured bitch.
I love black pepper in my mac and cheese. It's like the number one ingredient. Fuck
Yeah.
a hot dog.
Yo, if someone makes good mac and cheese that's not, Stouffer's frozen mac and cheese, like if someone
Yeah, that
actually
wasn't
makes it from
frozen.
scratch, there's a lot of spices that people might add to it. I don't
Mac
know.
and cheese, sir. You are a hater of mac and cheese, and you love the black.
You love the black what?
Is
Hold
it
on.
because the
Black
pepper was
what?
black? Is
Hold
that
on,
the issue?
hold on. Let me.
Yeah,
let-
would she have
let-
this issue with white
Give me
pepper?
the
Hold on.
white pepper.
Let's hear what she says.
Pepper, that is so gross.
Oh, okay. You never know with her.
Yeah.
It's like putting mustard in black and cheese. It's
Black and cheese?
it's
Okay,
like
I'm not
putting
crazy. She said
freaking
black and
sugar.
cheese.
She said black and cheese.
It's
yeah.
like putting mustard in black and cheese.
Freaking tomato sauce. This is Ron. This is a tragedy, and
This
it
is
must
Ron?
be stopped.
Who's Ron?
Burgundy.
On to the robots. Dudes, go to my fucking Twitter, man. Go to my fucking Twitter, Shanny for Christ. Shit is getting real, man. The robots now, they got fucking flamethrowers, and they're using it.
Where?
So one of these days,
To
we're
burn her
trying to
calories.
run from the Illuminati. We're gonna see the drones come around with like fucking flamethrowers, like they're motherfucking. I don't know, freaking.
I do like obviously she's doing a terrible acting job here, but I do like how much she fucks up words while acting. Like the black and cheese line.
Black and
Totally
cheese.
worth it. I want more bad acting from Shanny for Christ.
Anything that gets me more black and cheese, I'm in for.
Your fucking name from Aliens, fucking Sigourney Weaver, and
Nope.
and
Susan
holy
Sarandon.
You
crap.
dumb bitch.
They don't really look the same though.
They don't.
No. Sigourney Weaver's like tall.
Can we do a side by side?
Sure.
I think that
I think Sigourney Weaver, young Sigourney Weaver and young Jamie Lee Curtis kind of resemble each other more than Susan Sarandon.
Yeah. Sigourney and Sarandon don't really look like each other at all, but they're like female actresses of similar ages who start with an S, basically.
yeah, Susan Sarandon is 3 years older than Sigourney Weaver.
I'm going to say Sarandon is.
Here's young
68.
Sigourney Weaver
So this
right
is
here.
Sigourney Weaver.
65.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That's not Sigourney.
That was Sigourney.
No, this right here.
Oh, hold on.
This is So Horny Weaver.
Ooh. I'm in for that.
I like how she's got black pepper on her face.
As a protest.
Yeah.
Okay, so here they are standing next to each other. See how I said Sigourney Weaver's tall?
Wow, she is way taller than
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wasn't looking at the height difference.
They don't look alike.
They don't?
No. Aside from like general features, both being women, both being white, I mean, that's about it. They don't really look
I don't
that
know,
much
man.
alike.
White people all look the same to me.
Yeah, they look like some same looking bitches to me.
Mayo
There's
ass,
even
crack
Susan
motherfuckers.
Sarandon always gets mistaken for Sigourney Weaver. That's the
I
picture
don't
down
care.
there.
They don't look the same. I don't care what other people say.
I don't care that there's actually like a
An
historical
appeal to popularity? It's not historical.
There's
Shut
this
up.
historical-
You use the wrong words all the time. It's
the
not
history
fucking
book.
historical.
History has proven that they get mistaken for each other all the time.
There's an
It's at least
anecdote.
historic. It might not be
written.
historical.
Historically, Susan Sarandon gets mistaken for Sigourney Weaver often. Especially when she's wearing stilts.
They don't look alike at all.
I think they look alike quite
Susan's
a bit.
wearing her stilts again.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks she's Sigourney Weaver now.
Gina Davis and Susan Sarandon talk Thelma and Louise.
Yeah, because they were in Thelma and Louise.
Man, you know what movie we should watch? A League of Their Own.
Why?
I don't even know why, dude. I like that movie.
I just love bitches playing sports.
I love it. There's no crying in baseball.
No crying in baseball, except when there was a lot because there were women.
App. You're gonna be like, come with us or a simulator, we're gonna burn your ass, and then we're gonna be like, oh my god, and then we get burned to death and stuff, and my hair gets singed,
man.
and then I'm bald because the robots burn all my hair off, right? Because I'm gonna survive that shit because I got this mark from God, and no one
That's
can
where
kill
that
my
came
ass.
from?
Yeah,
Not
God
even
was
fucking
like,
God.
hey, God was like, hey, you know what? I fucked up quite a bit. How would you like a little mark from me to just to let everybody know that I really fucked this one up?
Robot?
I really did a number on you.
So,
Yeah.
I mean,
God's
dudes,
like, here's
I
what I'm
don't
gonna do,
know,
hon.
man.
I'm gonna give you an actual reset button. All right. If you can't handle this, just hit that. You could a redo. It's cool.
Boop that. We'll try it again.
I don't usually do this with most people, but I'm willing to admit I fucked up.
Robots are gonna get us. The robots are gonna get us with flamethrowers now. They're just gonna burn all our fucking houses down with flamethrowers. The Illuminati's like, fuck it, everyone's inside. Take all the robots out with the flamethrowers. Burn us all down to hell. God damn. Anyway, that's me reporting my Twitters.
Thank you, Shanny, for Christ.
It's
Thank you for the black and
reporting my
cheese.
Twitters. It's literally like the worst improv monologue at like level 1 UCB. They're like, give me 2 words, robots and flamethrowers. Go.
Yeah. Whose
And
line is it
to-
anyway?
To her credit, she went. But
Yeah.
All right.
And then
we're moving. Oh.
no, and then
Oh.
and then
And then
no, and then. Somebody put black pepper on my mac and cheese. Somebody
Black
put some
pecker.
pepper on my black and cheese.
Black pecker.
Black pecker? Black and Decker?
All right.
Mac and Pecker?
I saw this video of 2 guys getting into a fight, and it's pretty hilarious. And a lot of people were saying that the one guy looks a lot like Jeff Goldblum. He does. He kind of looks like a younger Jeff Goldblum.
because the one guy is Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, is it Meth
He can't
Goldblum?
be. He's too young to be Jeff Goldblum. And I think he might. How tall is Jeff Goldblum?
6'4".
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Okay. Well, this dude is.
6'1", 6'2".
He's at least 6'3", but I'm pretty sure 6'4".
Hold on. Let's
I'm
look it
giving him
up.
6'2", and I'm not going higher.
I'm gonna say 6'4". I'm actually not gonna budge on 6'4" because I've looked this up.
74 inches and not another goddamn inch.
I've looked this up in the last 30 days.
Really?
Yes.
You may have an advantage.
6'4".
Thank you.
Google says 6'4".
Thank you. Thank you. This whole height gimmick thing that I always joke about.
You're not joking about it.
Obviously, I have to research it all the time in order for my jokes to be funny.
Why are they not funny then?
Well, because if I was just doing it all willy nilly like without research, they'd have no base in comedy. It almost looked like a weird obsession I had with height.
Yeah,
that's what it would look
Almost.
like. Yeah,
almost like that.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, so here's this fight. The one guy is tall, the Jeff Goldblum guy. All right, so the people are saying the guy on the right, the tall guy, is Jeff Goldblum.
It is a Goldblum type. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. So these guys are fighting. Let's see. The guy on the left does not look like he should be fighting anybody at all.
Goldblum has way better fighting stance.
Yes.
Way better.
But the other guy's got chains on his belt.
no shirt,
what are you
so-
stepping
Dude,
in for?
that kick was put. That was a kick.
Maybe it was distractionary.
That was an attempt at a kick. Look at this.
That's karate.
This is somebody who learned all their fighting in a mosh pit.
Watch this. Goldblum does some very unexpected shit.
Yes.
Watch this.
I'm sorry.
Boom!
Whoa.
Yeah.
He did a spinning back kick and kicked the guy right in the face.
Yeah.
Not bad, Jeff.
Yeah, what the hell? Spinning back kick to the face.
Let's call this guy Jeff Goldbelt.
Good height.
All
yeah,
right.
good height.
And then he starts wailing on him. And I love the moment where this guy's getting his ass whooped and he thinks he gets to be like, okay, we're done now. It's like, no, that's not how it works.
Jeff Goldblum versus Dwayne Gilbert.
Could be a Gilbert situation.
All right. This is epic. Boom! He just lined it up. He lined it up like, all right, I'm done, but I'm going to get you one more time.
He got to take his time with that one. I love it.
Yeah, this dude, this guy must have been drunk or something because he should have been running away instead of just being like, all right, I'm done. It's like, you better run away.
Boom. Very nice.
Oh, how great would it be if you got hit by a car right afterwards? That'd be fucking awesome.
Drive away. Yeah.
My kidneys.
So
They're already bad enough from all the
Nice
liquor I
kidney shot.
consumed. You just kicked me in my weakest point.
this video is called We Found Karen. She was blocking the road and yelling at Hawaiians. Or yelling that the Hawaiians think the white lady is crazy.
They do, yeah.
Fuck you!
Fuck you! Shut up, Howley scum.
No, it's not enough!
Park your car.
No!
Like, what the hell?
You better get the fuck away from me. Fuck you!
We have a car. This is a roadway over here, man. Can you please move?
Everyone better stop fucking yelling at me right now. It's I'm not fucking moving. Thank you!
I think the N is silent in haircut for that particular haircut. The N is definitely silent.
Park over here. We'll park you. Okay?
I don't listen to you either. Shield, listen, you short fucking piece of shit.
Ah.
Okay? Grow some
she called me
I hate when people use height as a diss.
I hate when people are so concerned with height.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Grow some fucking balls, baby. Grow some fucking balls.
Shut the fuck up and leave. We're
No, I'm not moving.
I'd like to grow a ball gag and put it in her mouth.
What the fuck? She's telling him to grow balls. What if he just fucking knocked her teeth down her throat? Would she just be like, okay, cool,
Whoa,
that
whoa,
was
whoa.
ballsy?
Well, Ben,
I gotta respect that.
That's what's
Ben.
not fair. You
Yeah.
can't win in these situations. If she says grow balls, then you grow balls and, try to murder her. Then she's mad about that. Like,
Yeah.
where's the middle ground?
Women like this Karen lady, they will stare into the face of an uncaged tiger and tell it to fuck off. They don't care because they believe that they have all the power in the world because we've
They're
allowed them to believe that over the last 40, 50 years. We've allowed them to believe they can yell in the face of a tiger and they won't get punched.
No.
Men are tigers.
You can
Always
talk all
have
the
been.
fuck you want, all you fucking Hawaiians. The white lady's fucking crazy. You can talk all the fuck that you want, you fucking motherfucker.
Oh, you silly cunt. Chill. Oh, the screech is real.
She hit some interesting frequencies.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't like Hawaiians, you're in a really bad place for it.
Hawaii?
Yeah. That's a Hawaii license plate with the rainbow on it. She's mad at the Hawaiians, but she lives in Hawaii. It's like, you don't have to live there in this island in the middle of the ocean, surrounded by
a different island. You could go to Guam. No Hawaiians there.
No Hawaiians, but still Polynesians.
You could
There's
go
also
to
an
American
entire
Samoa,
continent.
No Guamanians or Hawaiians there. There's lots of options if you want to live on an island without Hawaiians.
Yeah,
There's also the entire. I mean, she could live on Catalina Island or whatever.
She could live on Catalina.
Yeah.
She could live on the Alaskan
Martha's
island.
Vineyard.
What is this? Oh shit!
All right, my fellow people with brains. Thanks to
Good start.
little PayPal donation.
Nice.
Time to burn the juggalos.
What? Leave them alone.
Here we go.
They've been through enough. Face paint's not essential. What are you doing, dude? No, is that the Great Malenko? No, no.
This is literally hurting Bill.
He can't even get it to light on
Is
fire.
Super Inhuman gonna jump into this fire Juggalo pit now? What is a Juggalo?
I don't think this material was designed to burn
Is he
easily.
pissing on it now?
I think he is.
Oh, that's not pee-pee. It's out of the squirt battle.
Oh, is it?
I think it was lighter fluid, but the lighter fluid somehow put out the fire.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That was amazing.
There was an open flame and the lighter fluid put it
Hey,
out.
I gotta say this: no matter what happens from this point on, the Juggalos have won.
Yeah.
This is
One
a
more
war of
for the
attrition
Juggalos.
now. Yeah,
Nothing but W's for the Juggalo Nation.
Watch him burn his house down next.
that would be fun.
That is a fun twist.
Yes.
Whoa! Why would you want to set a fire like this inside of your house?
Oh, come on. Burn the whole thing down.
Tell me this shit won't. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Juggalos win again.
This is so dumb. What is that, Raid?
Wish I had some lighter fluid.
Yeah, don't you?
He's lighting Raid on fire or
Maybe you
something.
should get some Fago and just accept defeat and shower in it.
He's using aerosol.
Can't beat him, join him, dude.
That's why he's using aerosol spray.
Get some fucking face
God.
paint. Change your name to Pookie 3 Balls. You're a Juggalo now.
This guy fucking
Only
fails.
This shit's flame retard. And
Whoa, dude.
It's retardant. What a fucking moron. He's spraying a toxic chemical all over his fucking
wasp spray ain't even working.
A toxic chemical that's not that flammable,
No.
apparently. So, like,
It's just the aerosol that's flammable.
yeah. I would have taken a second run at this video.
Hey.
Yeah, why did he upload this? This is embarrassing.
Because he doesn't know. This is for anybody with a brain, remember? He thinks he's got one.
I'm trying.
Yeah, you're trying. And this failure is
You can't even figure out how to burn something. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
When I was 3 years old, I lit my parents' bed on fire without even trying.
Damn. Jack White,
pathetic.
you must have predicted this shit going on.
Jack White? What?
Is he burning Seven Nations Army as well? Does he think that the fans of White Stripes are all Juggalos?
They're
Look,
both from
White Stripes fan.
They're both from Detroit.
A lot of crossover.
I like how Deontward and the White Stripes both were like questionable relationship groups, people who like started a music group, and they were like in questionable relationships with each other.
Jack White's definitely fucking his sister.
Yeah.
She's
Like
not
Tupac.
really his sister.
Put clone on it now.
I don't believe she's really his sister.
What do you know? You're on drugs.
Yeah.
They used to. They were like a local band where I grew up. They used to play in this club that I used to, like, my high school band, like my rock band when I was in high school, used to play at all the time.
Nice. What was that other brother-sister band that were definitely fucking? Len, the ones who did Steal My Sunshine?
That's a
Steal My
Canadian.
Sunshine.
You know what? If that law making Canadians play Canadian music didn't exist, that "Steal My Sunshine" song wouldn't exist.
Canadian content, baby. Gotta
Yep.
do it.
Yep.
Rules are rules.
Calm music.
This is still going.
This is 48 hours later, and this thing still could probably be played. This would just
Yeah.
sound like a slowed and throwed remix at this point. Has he got fucking incense in the middle of it? Did you try and burn some incense in the fucking middle of the damn record?
He did not think this through.
Jesus, my God. The level of failure here. He needs to cut his hand off after this.
This is definitely a win for the Juggalo community. Like,
Yeah.
no question.
Smoke on the water.
Don't sing Smoke on the Water.
He's gonna die of like carbon monoxide poisoning or
Well, I
something.
hope
If you told me
so.
he died that night, I'd believe you.
I would celebrate it.
Yeah, it's a chemical that kills insects. Of course, it's gonna be poisonous.
Yeah.
Especially when you light it on fire, unlock all those triglycerides. I know science.
Yeah, close all the windows. Don't want any of this getting out.
Fuck you,
Don't want
Jack
this
White.
breeze.
Fuck
Fuck you,
ICP.
Jack White. Fuck you, ICP. You're mad at Jack White and ICP. You should be mad at yourself.
I wonder if this guy's from Michigan.
He better be.
Probably.
He's probably actually from Toledo.
He might be.
Dude.
Are those sparklers?
Listen to his heavy breathing. He's been putting his all into this.
Jesus, dude.
I think they're incense, but they could be sparklers.
No, remember when we used to insert heavy breathing tags on the
Dudes, I
message
think
board?
this is the best way to get.
Back when I was making fun of fat people when I was 3 times as fat as they were. Good times.
When you were 1,400 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh, he gave up. He's like, yeah, I'm done.
Guys, no, I think my job here is done.
You know what,
That was
though?
definitely a video worth making public.
You know what? I think I have a video. Billy's familiar with it. We watched it years ago. I think that this kind of shows that juggalos can rise above people like this, especially this guy here who can't even start a fire. You ready for this?
No.
The song is called You're a Bitch. Alright, here's the beat.
Yo, this goes out to all my juggalos.
Juggalos and juggalettes.
You're a bitch. Tom Clancy's a bitch.
Tom Clancy's a
Michael
bitch.
Jackson's a
Tom
bitch.
Clancy's a bitch.
Everybody's a bitch. Ben Weiler's a bitch. I'm a bitch.
Yeah.
He included himself. I like
Well,
it.
he said everybody. He started it off covering literally everybody.
Yeah.
But now the
It
song's going to
started as
go
a diss
on.
track and then
He's like, shit, I spoiled it. I'm a bitch too, guys. So
And then he
let's
keeps
dial it
building
back.
on it throughout the song. You'll hear it. He gets to it just keeps expanding basically.
Tupac's a bitch.
Tupac's a bitch.
Eminem's a bitch. ABK's a bitch. Everybody's
You know what? This is not a song as much as it's just a list of people who are bitches.
who are bitches.
Because he's not
Which
rhyming.
is
There's no
extensive.
flow.
No.
Who are you to say
He's
what
not on
music
the
is, Ben?
I don't know.
You like how I'm so contrarian that I'm now defending cringe rap?
I just kind of like.
You've gone full circle.
I wish we could have real conversations.
Well,
William,
we could,
but
we could. I had a real conversation about this 2 years ago.
But
when we
now
first
I'm just
played it.
deflecting.
Yeah.
bitch. But most of all, the biggest bitch on this planet Earth
Who is it?
is every hater.
All the haters.
All the haters.
They're all bitches.
They're all bitches. Yeah.
But you want to know who's right below 'em? All the fakes. They're all bitches.
All the fakes are bitches.
If all the haters are bitches, but everyone's a bitch too, then it doesn't really matter,
Well,
right?
technically, Ben, he's pointing out how everybody's a bitch, but the worst bitches of all are haters, so it makes them super bitches.
What about the person who calls everyone a bitch?
Spectrum.
How is he not a hater?
He calls
This whole
himself a
song is
bitch.
calling everybody a bitch.
He called himself a bitch in the beginning.
You're all bitches. Everybody's a bitch.
See, this goes under the category of why did this get uploaded?
I also like that he's semi-whispering it so he doesn't bother his parents.
Yep, that's
You're all bitches.
That's one of the like commandments of cringe rap
Yes.
criteria.
Yeah.
There's like the 10 commandments, and one of them is not waking up your mom or dad or whoever you live with by talking quietly.
Seriously
Like
though,
loud but whispering.
Daniel Tosh saw this kid's videos and hooked him up with ICP, and they made a video together.
Amazing.
Yeah.
A&B's a bitch. ICP's a bitch.
Oh, damn.
Call out the gods.
Sympathetic riders is a bitch. Every juggler rider's a bitch. We all bitches.
We all bitches.
My sisters are bitches. My whole fam's a bitch. Snoop Dogg's a bitch.
Oh, damn.
Diss track.
Every American's a bitch.
Every American.
The whole world is a bitch.
So wait.
The whole world is
Every American, the whole world.
Who are the biggest bitches of all
Shorty
them?
Joe's a bitch. My cat's a bitch. My dog's a bitch.
He's running out of people. He's trying to think of more.
His bitch ass cat and dog are bitches.
He already said everyone, the United States and the world, and now
And
he's
then his cat.
Yep, and his dog.
We all bitches.
Are you just jealous because you never been this hard?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Is a bitch. Dark Lewis is a bitch. Michael Breyer's a bitch. Alan's a bitch. 2.5 Men are bitch.
2.5 Men.
Now he's
one,
naming
though?
sitcoms.
Which one though? Was it the one with fucking Charlie Sheen or the one with our boy Ashton Kutcher?
The Cooch?
The Cooch.
No, he definitely original. Ashton's not involved.
All the shit I've heard about Ashton Kutcher being like a prick and like treating Demi Moore like shit, he still isn't nearly as bad as all the shit I heard about Charlie Sheen, right?
I don't go by what I heard anyway.
Charlie Sheen would be looking at child pornography on his computer, and who is his wife? That he
And
called
giving
the N-word,
AIDS
that-
to Denise Richards?
Denise Richards.
Well,
I don't
giving
think
AIDS
Richards
to
would
Denise
walk
Richards.
into the room
AIDS.
to see him looking at child porn, and he would yell at her to fuck off so he can keep looking at child porn.
And Denise Richards has said this openly?
Yes.
Oh my fucking god.
TV show's a bitch.
What the fuck?
And people are trying to take Onision down.
Well, that's because Charlie Sheen was lovable.
People loved Onision too.
No.
Even though he was a prick. No, there were
Not people old enough to vote.
Dude, 3 or 4 years ago, I don't care if they can vote or not. That's something you added on that doesn't mean shit. Like 3 years ago, if I dared to say anything bad about Onision, there'd be like 50, 60, 70 comments from angry teenage girls that we dared say anything bad about poor Greg because he's depressed. He's got a lot of problems and you're just being mean to him. Like, that's how it used to be. So
I can't believe you guys would do that to poor Gregory.
Yeah.
I love getting away with just horrible things by saying you're depressed. It's a pretty tight move, and I'm going to start.
I got
doing it more often.
anxiety. You know what, guys? I was just dealing with depression and anxiety, and that's why I did that.
That's one of
People say that shit all the time.
It's a good move.
It's a good
Like, I like
excuse. I love it when like people there are some people that hold other people responsible for everything, but when it comes to them being responsible for anything, it's all just like circumstances beyond their control. Always. It's like either
It's
people
my mental illness.
Right.
Yeah. That's one of my best moves when I'm on a date with somebody. I'm like, no, shut up, I'm depressed. Shut up, I'm depressed. No,
Shut
I'm
up,
depressed.
shut up,
I'm
shut up,
depressed.
shut up,
Shut
shut
up,
up.
I'm depressed. And they're like,
We all bitches. We're just too afraid to admit it. Everybody's a bitch.
He's so hard, man.
Don't even try to file these rhymes.
Multiple
So
necklaces
I
and no
say,
shirt.
Right,
Yes,
that's what I'm
please.
saying.
As bitch the whole way through.
2.5 minutes, bitches.
This house is a bitch.
John Cryer's a bitch.
So now he's naming the things he can see. He's in the house, he sees the house. The house is a bitch. Next he's gonna
He's going full Usual Suspects right now.
look what he says next.
Grass is a bitch.
Grass is a bitch.
Grass is a bitch.
So he's looking out the window. There's grass outside.
The table's a bitch.
The table's a bitch.
Kaiser Soze's a bitch.
He's going I love lamp.
You know what? I don't want to play the rest of it, but eventually he just goes, "The universe is a bitch." It's like the universe.
He expanded beyond just the Earth.
Yeah, the universe.
He should have went into the multiverse and been like, you know,
Subatomic particles are bitches.
String theory's a bitch.
So,
Quantum realm is a bitch.
in a few minutes here, we're going to wrap up in about 5 minutes. We are going to go over to twitch.tv/Drunken Peasants. We'll be there for a little while streaming. All of you are invited to come. Last time, a bunch of you came over, even though most of you don't normally use Twitch, and we appreciate that. There's some stuff that in the playlist here that we didn't get to yet, so it's like an extra show continued over on Twitch. We'd really appreciate it if you'd go over there and follow us there. Go to twitch.tv/Drunken Peasants. Click the little follow thing. Support us over there.
Tardigrades are a bitch.
It's good to diversify right now, so we go over to Twitch to do our Twitch thing for a little bit.
Nanotechnology is bitches.
Maybe we can get Billy to do some Tetrises.
Drunken Peasants are bitches.
Yep, I am.
For those of you wondering who's joining Ben and I tonight, because I saw earlier there was a Streamlab that said in the wrestler guy, even though Scott's Twitter is not Scott Henson at not Scott Henson, this is actually Scott Henson.
It actually is Scott Henson.
For those of you that might be confused,
it's one of my clever tricks.
Yeah. It's so he can say the most egregious shit on Twitter and not get in trouble for it.
Nah, man, that was not Scott Henson.
Yeah.
What's the what's your pro wrestling tease again?
ProWrestlingTees.com/Scott Henson.
Okay.
Yeah, when it comes to the merch, it's Scott Henson.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull that up. this time.
Razriel honored puking dog with $20.
Hell
you,
yeah.
Papa. Thank you. And I just want to point, Allegas said, oh yeah. Hypothesis says earlier this week.
What condition was his condition in?
Well, according to the newspaper, there was a meth head that ran into the church naked on a motorcycle with a monkey. And then this actual maniac ended up inside someone's butt.
Okay.
That sounds right.
That was the condition. Hypothesis earlier this week, I saw Buff on Tosh.0.
Buff Bagwell?
Hey,
Yeah.
here's my stuff.
Bob Neiman said, Billy's said around biker monkeys never relax.
Is this a parody of a Tiger Mask shirt right here?
On the
Big Cat logo?
on the right. It's the New Japan Pro Wrestling logo.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back in the day, the first live wrestling event I ever went to was a taping of a bunch of shows, Saturday Night's Main Event and a bunch of other ones. It was 1991. And at the time, there were a few dark matches, and they had a dark match for this wrestler that they were calling Battle Cat. And it was
Battle Cat, yes.
Yeah, and it was WWF's ripoff of Tiger Mask that they were trying to get out there that no one really gave a shit about. So
it lasted for like 3 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like Japanese style, though. He wrestled like a very different style for the time.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember who it was.
Might have been more than one person, too.
It was Brady Boone, who did some other random stuff in the 80s and into the 90s.
The Monday Night Raw t-shirt is my favorite design, I think.
I actually made that one by myself somehow. Like, I can't do graphic stuff for shit, but with some very careful like copying and pasting and stuff, I actually made it work.
The Fur Horseman.
Yeah.
And if you can see the little line under the big banner there, except none of us are horses.
Yeah.
You gotta let people know that in the fur community.
Yeah.
They show up expecting a BoJack Horseman, and no.
Yeah, I've had a number of the shirts on the site are done by like prominent furry artists.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We also got another one from Red Beta that said, any thoughts on alternate versions of Ben and Billy for actual Maniacs Wave 2? Maskless Ben?
There will be a Wave 2 because this has already been successful, so that almost ensures that there will be a Wave 2. And colors will be introduced, but the original 12 are going to be that like pink color. And there'll be one a month, and then we'll probably switch it up, maybe do alternate versions of popular ones. We'll see, and I want to do some polling soon to figure out what characters you guys would want the most, because that's very important.
I think that Ben and I will get version 2s though, because obviously we're big sellers around here. So the boys in the back said they wanted a Ben and Billy version 2 after this, you know. They're really talking us up big time. Probably going to get another push come May 2021 if the world still exists.
Does that say Dix 1 International?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that like a stable or something?
Yeah, there was a stable in the Dragon Gate promotion in Japan called World 1 International with that logo, and we were calling ourselves I Sucks Dicks at the time, ISUXDIX, which stood for International Society of Extreme Dudes in Extremeness, and so then we ripped off the World 1 logo and did that for when we traveled to shows in the States.
Because they were international.
Because we were international.
International.
See, Monday Night Raw ooh woo in the chat. Thank you.
Ooh woo.
Is that all the Streamlabs?
Yeah, we're all caught up.
We're at 78% going into our third show.
Big time Saturday.
Well, if you're 78% going into your third show, then that means you're probably going to end up at like 117% by the end of the third show if you stay on a 39% per show basis.
It's been going pretty well lately. Like, we have been exceeding the goal lately, which is really cool.
It's amazing, and I'll tell you why. Because I thought that COVID was going to cripple us, and
everyone's home.
Yeah, they're like, guys, we can spend more time with you now.
We actually,
it's the golden age of podcasting right now.
I'm saying this on the air now because I want to be held accountable to it. We need the actual Mania card figured out before Saturday.
Yeah, if you guys have any ideas, let us know who would be good to go against Tila Tequila. That's the one I've been thinking heavily on.
Did she win at the last? You know what?
Yeah.
I started to compile the database for actual Mania because I realized that we've already done 7 of them and 3 house shows. So I decided that it was time to compile a list, so to speak. I'm gonna make this bigger really quick, just to
a list.
Yeah. So. Now we do.
Brent Spiner's Jesuit clone there. Very nice.
Yeah, that was in the last one because Gail's the champion. Gail's the world champ.
And I think we might have somebody in line for Gail that will give her a run for her money. I don't know.
That's tough. She's the only undefeated person I think that we've ever put into any of these events, aside from Joe Exotic, which was like a one-off.
Oh yeah, and it doesn't count.
Yeah,
you got to have more than one.
Yeah.
I was thinking Joe Exotic would have been good to put up against Siegfried now that Roy's gone.
Oh my god.
But I don't know if there's enough cringe out there for Siegfried.
He lost his partner. Give him some time.
Well, that doesn't mean he has to lose at actual Mania. He could beat Tiger King. That sympathy votes.
Roy
I lost my partner, but I won actual Mania.
Yeah, there's a little consolation here.
Roy had been, crippled, mostly paralyzed for over a decade.
I don't care.
Yeah, Roy was fucked up.
He's an actual maniac.
Yeah, Nuka Zeus. We might be able to get in touch with him and get him on the show.
Oh my god,
that would be great. He should be on. I wonder if we could have Nuka Zeus versus Rachel Dolezal for the title of No Longer White.
Yeah, I kind of want to take a look at this list and come up with a list of the jobbers and the mid-carders and the main eventers, and book
put a
like
good card
that.
together.
Yeah. Yeah. I do want to. I think it'd be cool to do like a Survivor series, like teams of 4 type thing too. There's a lot of things that can be done with this format because we basically just put the crazy videos of these people up against each other, and that's like their performance in that match, and then the public votes on it.
Yeah.
So we've done like triple threats where like there's like a spoiler that'll like shift the vote between the 2 front runners. Like someone will steal enough votes to like spoil it for one of them. So you can introduce factors like that that'll kind of like, add a little flair to it. I think figuring out a way to like have run-ins happen, like
run-ins.
I like a run-in.
Yeah.
We should have like a N-bomb battle royal and just have like all video clips.
Okay, I'll start. Here we go.
No. Just have video clips of everybody saying the N-bomb, and then we'll vote to see who was the fucking worst.
Oh, I do have that song where you say the N-bomb a bunch of times over and over and over again.
Not true.
You do say it.
Nope. That was a lie. Fake news, my dude. But there's like a whole bunch of videos of like YouTubers and other people saying the bomb. Like Shanny's got a good bomb video where she looks terrible. And then you just be like, okay, play them little clips and you got to pick the winner. Who's the most fucking horrible person being the most offensive with the most offensive word? You could have a nice matchup with like 30 people dropping the bomb.
There are 480 of you watching right now. On Twitch, stream numbers, like a lower stream count is considered average there. Like if we went over there and had over 400 viewers, we would be considered to have quite a few live viewers.
That's a good size.
Yeah, on Twitch. So I'm just asking, like, it helps us out a whole lot. And if you want more content, please go over to Twitch and watch us over there, twitch.tv/drunkenpeasants. Yeah, Twitch has issues, but YouTube has them too. So there's no point in saying, oh, well, I have all these principles against Twitch when YouTube does just as much dumb shit too. It's Google and Amazon. I mean, whatever. We're serving our corporate overlords no matter what.
They're both bad.
Right. So we're going over there. Everyone go over there now. Everyone will just start typing whatever in the chat. We'll be over there in literal minutes from now. We will see you there. Have a good night, everyone. We will see you back here on YouTube on Saturday.
Follow Scott Henson at Not Scott Henson on Twitter.
At Not Scott Henson. Do it.
Beginning, there was nothing, and then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants.